We're back.
Are we?
We are so back, ladies and gentlemen.
Then an ad, but hopefully we'll be there shortly.
I'm not seeing a stream.
Oh, I think I should just.
Correction, I was clicked on Glenn.
Disable ads if possible.
Yep.
I'm sorry, did you say something, House2? Or Chadman?
Yeah, I don't see Brittany's stream on the Discord at the moment. Also,
Oh, on the Discord, correct, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll get there. Did they ever do an announcement in Tribes? They did. Bless him.
How? Oh, I have ad-free viewing on. Oh, that's subscribers. Yeah. I have ads not scheduled. Ads are off, I think. Deadman, we're so back. This day is so good because we've been able to be back so many times.
Yes.
Oh, but my Chrome?
We've been seen in Costco
There we go.
more often than Elvis.
Have we still not missed any game time? This is insane. They're in the lobby.
I'm telling you, man, we're so back.
I see we got the overlay up top, but it's looking a little blank.
I'm not seeing anything in Discord at the moment.
I mean, we
Yeah,
might
I'm
as well
watching on
just...
Twitch.
That's fine. Sorry. No worries.
It's gonna be a bit of a delay though.
Yeah.
So. I don't think Brittany. I think he keeps crashing because he's trying to stream on Twitch and Discord or something. I don't know.
Did I crash again?
No. But you haven't gone
well,
back on
no. I
Twitch
think
yet.
Chad might have been correct. I didn't have it set to auto. So I might have been losing connection to the server, and then it didn't like switch over or something.
Okay.
So if
Go ahead.
if I lose connection again, I'll just stop the Discord stream, and we'll test that. But I think that this hopefully is good.
Yeah.
Better to work this stuff out in the early stages anyway.
Yes. I'll be back in a second.
Oh, you know what I can possibly do is if I do have to go, I can stream a Discord stream. And someone can stream on Discord and and you can just switch views there, if that makes sense.
Good work, I suppose. Who are we watching here, though? We have Mikesters.
Yes, sir.
Bushwhackers and Hydroxide, right?
Oh.
Is that correct?
Yes, I actually do not have Hydro's stream. Is Hydro streaming?
No, it's just Hydro's team.
Yes, Hydro's team.
Yeah, he has Amu, Mikesters, and Enza Woods. And then we have Split Second on the other side. But who is Mikesters' team?
Mikesters is on Cookin.
Yeah. Which
Cheesecake's got...
profane.
We're in a standoff situation. Hydra's flag has been returned. Let's see if they can pull this in. We're up 1-0.
That's such a great map.
Yes, Kata is a fantastic map. One of the few Tribes 3 maps with those sort of shorter hills that is good. It's like a nice little, just a little higher hills than Wave Mist.
Exactly.
Bushwhackers with the walk. They've got a meat on this, but Mikesters is hot on the tail, although that rock is not treating him very well. Oh, very close conk by Mikesters. And he's out of the play.
I have returned.
Their D is very formidable. I think this is Ice Twins, Mikesters, and somebody else on D. That's a pretty scary defense.
Yeah, pretty. Yeah. Icewing especially, everybody knows, pretty serious player. Always going to be difficult to get past, very accurate with the shots, and it's going to be interesting to see how they work it out with that one. Maybe they need to set somebody on Icewings permanently. It's difficult to say.
He cannot handle 3 of them, though.
Absolutely stacked. I mean, Hydroxide's got Twin on the other side of the field, Amu on the other side of the field, Freakazoid, and the Bushwhackers, Bag, Frances, Emma, Dugong, Split Second.
But Kukin is up 2-0, even with that stacked team.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at the Split Second POV. Looks like we got an offense that's slightly out of sync. Oh, no, never mind. Bush guy is just there a little bit early. They're crashing now on offense. Split Second running the heavy chain. Ryan can't quite get out with the flag. We got Twin coming in. This might be another cap for Team Hydro. Oh, nope. Emma there with the beautiful E-grab, saving the day.
Yeah, that's another player you got to watch for. Very talented capper.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, another thing also with Ryan, this is a guy who is phenomenally good. Really, really good for midfield and also for sort of flag returns, clutch flag returns especially. That's something he kind of specialises at. But also a good individual player as well. So somebody definitely to watch for. But I mean, yeah, Split Second, yeah, you can see using the heavy gun for the heavy, which is unusual because most of them tend to use a combination of. Oh, and he just got conked. Wow, he just got conked right on the hill there, and that could be a difficult situation for them. Are they going to be able to get the flag back? They are managing to sort of disc it around, but it's going to be a difficult situation. Enemy flag got returned. Wow, that's a really important play. And I noticed they're not really focusing on the generators, which means also that the turrets are going to be up and running at the same time. So it means the cappers coming in are going to have to deal with some extra firepower as well.
Amu just misses that return.
Yeah, midfield pickups like that are very difficult. It's one of those things. Sometimes you blink through them, sometimes you just miss it completely. But you can see them disking it all over the place right now, trying to get it out of the grasp of the enemy, and it looks like they're doing it to a reasonable degree. And there we go. So the flag has now been returned, and they can reset and go back to normal. Look at that. Wow. Oh, I think everyone's died. Or speechless. What's going on? Where is everyone? Have you all died? Clem, are you still there?
No,
Sorry,
I'm here.
Doing some administrative
It's
stuff
fine,
in the
it's fine. It's
background.
just you. It's just everybody went silent. I was beginning to think that all the changes done.
I was trying to find
I was
the
feeling,
correct
yeah.
stream.
It's fine, man. It's fine. I'll just keep talking. So yeah, it's just at this current moment we're watching Amu, and he looks like to be on a reasonably fast route, probably based on what I'm seeing a back route. I mean, there is no flag at the high stand, but yeah, this looks like either yeah, there we go. The flag gets returned, and he's coming in on a high speed, possible blink down route, but the flag got taken in front of him. So Ryan coming in, and we've also got the other flag being held by Twin. So that's a European standoff right there between Twin and Ryan. And there we go. The flag got returned, so it looks like
Oh,
Twin managed to survive, and the flag comes flying in, and they go in and they capture the flag. Wow, 4-0 right now in flavor of Twin and his teammates, and the other team have it all to go.
Quinn is
And
a
it's
fantastic capper.
wow. Team Hydro just absolutely dominating that match.
yeah. Twin is probably one of the best cappers in the community. The man
Yeah.
just literally just got it's like Hermes. He's got like little winged shoes. Just so I mean, the amount of times you see him grab the flag doing more than 200 speed wise, it's just spectacular.
Now we're tuning into Silent Knights versus BDSM here. Got a tighter game. 2-1 in favor of Silent Knight, actually.
Yeah, there we go. Flag handoff, and it nearly got dished away. That was a very nice placed disc by one of the attackers. And you can see them marking out where they're going to keep the flag to their teammates, while the other teammates are out there trying to track down their own flag. So at this current moment, one thing that is interesting, you notice they haven't focused on repairing their gens. Maybe they haven't focused on enemy gen destruction, but it just seems less of a focus for this particular team. It seems to be serving them quite well at the moment, but we'll wait and see how that turns out as the flag gets handed off very quickly, as you've now got people all over the case, all over the place right now. And there we go, down goes Orbid, killed very quickly. Another shotgun comes flying out, the disc's going all over the place. It is, of course, Discmas, it's only fair. And there we go, the flag has been returned back to the stand, and they decide to redeploy and get ready to go. So you can see now, basically, still 2-1 in favor of the blue team, so to speak. And yeah, it seems to be quite a hectic game. Katabatic always tends to be that way. It tends to be the kind of, there's a bit of a lull before the storm, and then all hell breaks loose, and it just becomes a mass melee over one of the flag stands, or possibly in the midfield area, and it all kicks off. So we've got a nice flag grab attempt here by Colonel Fatso, with a nice grab right through the centre. He's taking a bit of fire. He decides to punt it, which he does. Back towards the flag stand. At the same time, Lightning McMean comes in and grabs their flag. And look at those mid-airs going all over the place to try and punt that flag forward. The other flag is now their flag has been returned. And Fatso and team are trying to return their own. You can see them scrambling to try and get it back. Look at that. That was a blink into a grab. That was very impressive. So you can see here, some fantastic play. Tritium Jones there with some fantastic play, doing some great anti-flag play, and chain gun being used as well. Look at that.
Fatso just cleaning up and making sure that enemy crash cannot get the return.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive. And now you can see it looks like the two flag holders are kind of maybe approaching. No, that's one of them making their way away right now, so it's difficult to see who that is. But, oh, there we go. So we're looking in with Azerius at the moment. And also there's Nanox. He's a guy I've played against quite a bit. And yeah, very good player. Really good sort of backup capper, but also has the ability to do lots of different roles. So yeah, a lot of very, very dangerous players on this side. And yeah, so I'm not surprised that it's still 2-1. It's still, as you can see from everything that's going on, it's still being played furiously. Not an inch given. And that's the kind of thing you want to see in tribes.
Absolutely. And it doesn't surprise me that Silent Knight Prizzo's team had trouble against Hydro's team on DX, and they're doing much better here against probably one of the top teams in the draft on Kata. You know, as we were talking before, DX can really go either way. Excellent save by Tritium Jones, making sure that flag does not go back to the enemy base. On his way to crashing, Def Monk's team gets the return and the cap, and we're tied 2-2.
Wow.
See if we can get a capper perspective here. We got Fatso starting a route. He's on a left. Oof, just barely misses the shot on the incoming capper, who does miss.
That's that could be so key where it's Kappa versus Kappa up in the sky somewhere. You get a little dink on one of those Kappas, you push them off a route, and it can ruin their entire day. And that can be quite key. So it's good to see that Kappas are
Fatso
acting
out
as
clean.
Kappas. Look at that. Killed contingency plan, who I think was the Hoff of choice, and now is making his way back as their flag also then. And notice it's very similar to the old cluster strategy of Tribes 1. You get back to your base, and there are more enemy at your base than there are at theirs. Look at that. More discs coming in all over the place. I'm just going to keep talking if you guys are quiet, so
Yeah,
be
no,
prepared.
absolutely go for it.
Yeah, you're doing
Oh,
great.
there we go. A lovely shot coming in from Canuck there, getting killed. And Orvid also getting murdered horribly. And it looks like the flag with a nice double kill there coming in as far as Colonel Fatso is concerned. And now the flag is out in the field at the breach point, and there we go. The enemy flag gets returned. Now, interesting, they have taken over the midpoint as well. So that gives them the advantage of having turrets to support them at that midfield point. So it's going to be interesting to see whether or not they're going to try and maybe change the ownership of that. As there we go, you can see also heavy offense spamming the flag. I think from my own heart, but also generators up on only one side. Interesting. Do you reckon? What do you think about this? Do you think generators really can sort of change the state of the game with respect to Katabatic? Because at this moment, one side, who is behind by only one cap, doesn't have any generators, where their opponents do. Do you think it makes a difference? Is the question.
I think a lot of that depends on your communication on defense. I think that really well communicating teams with a very well communicating defense can deal with gens being down a lot better than defense that has not quite as good communication. Kata probably, I mean, since the hills are a little bit lower around base, I think it's less of an important generator map, personally. Although that's coming from a capper, not a defense player. So
Yeah, there is that. I mean, one thing you are seeing, obviously, the advantage of having the gens up, you get the force field. And that can be, oh, look at that.
Narrow
2-3-2.
defeat. A narrow defeat.
that is not how I would have called that game.
Yeah, still pretty impressive, though. I mean, look at that with Bumper with like 40 odd kills. Just. Oh, dear, excuse me. I'm getting tired already. See, look at that. 262 reward crates. God damn it. Press that button.
OCD activated.
Yes, yes, damn it. Never mind. So, anyway. Oh, XRI in with the flag. And then another really good play. Oh, dear. That was over rather far. And another very close match on Katabatic. I found that there have been some absolutely amazing matches on Katabatic over the recent, few months. Turns out to be quite a good map with respect to the cut and thrust and the back and forth of the match itself. So we just have to wait and see how that turns out with other goings on within this competition. As I continue yawning again, god damn it, man.
I'm dealing with a few substitute situations. It looks like there's
That's
some
fine.
connection issues going on throughout America today.
Oh, yes. Imagine our surprise. Well, they're going to be playing Torment next, which is going to be an interesting map. Now, I know for a fact that Twin has a rather nasty back route that he has shown since the last competition that literally goes from flag to flag in about 4 or 5 seconds. So, yeah, basically, it's going to be interesting to see. It's going to be important timing for the heavy offense or the distractors to try and basically spam the crap out of that flag stand, kill off any mines that might be there. Obviously, probably the first route would be focus on the gens, maybe try and keep the gens down. It depends on whether or not the team wants to keep the gens up because the flag stand is relatively open. They may want the additional support of having a force field there, but it depends on the defensive approach of the team, whether or not they want to go down that route, whether or not they'll use the dome, whether or not they'll scatter mines all over the place. Maybe somebody will put down a turret for giggles. It's difficult to say, but either way, it's going to be an interesting. Now, look at that. You can see the Neuken de Koiken, which is what I'm going to call them, with 2-0 at the moment. So you've got Stackpocalypse now, great names, and they're with a 1-1. And you can, oh no, they've just gone down. Yep. And so there's the Silent Knights with Wriggle's team in with a 1-1 as well. So yeah, it's
We're waiting on one score still from Prizzo versus Olive. It looks like it's about to come in a second.
excellent. So yeah, as expected, we're seeing some great matches. We're seeing some fantastic plays. Yeah, everything we like about Tribes.
So far, so good.
Indeed. Aside from the slight technical problems.
Looks like Bush guy has lost his capper a couple rounds because
Whoops.
Emma's having technical issues, so they're having a little bit of a rough go of it.
Yeah.
Very
Good guy, Bush, as
unfortunate.
well. Very
Yeah,
good guy.
he's got a very solid lineup this time, and that could be the
Yes.
difference. A big difference
Yeah.
maker, just losing your capper halfway through.
Well, it depends who they got as their capper, because obviously, you know, shades of grey. Some cappers are better than others.
Of course.
Some. I mean, one thing that does happen though, when I've played Pugs quite a lot recently, is that Bush has been a capper with Mandescu as a secondary capper, and those two make a very, very good team. And it's also nice to see the IDK name back again as well. That's a name from Tribes One Days that I remember very well. Also, probably, I'm trying to think of what's their current name, because they used to be IDK and they're currently an organization still run by Slick, who was a Tribes One player back in the day. And I cannot for the life of me remember who it is. Oh well, senility is on its way. So interesting looking at this layout. So Prizzo, obviously, going to be interesting. Clout and Tears may be running as heavy on flag, possibly. Langer, obviously, he tends to be a capper. Very, very good one as well. And on the opposing side, obviously, you got to have Playbox in there as well. And ooh, just sounds like he's having a stroke, but you know. And I'm not sure who Creepy Peepee is, but obviously they've got Colonel Fatso in there as well. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting combination for this particular map. They're going to have to watch Langer. He's going to be the problem for them. He has a talent when playing for basically you no idea where he is, and then next thing you know, he's got the flag and he's gone. So that's going to be a problem for them. Clout obviously going to be a great player, very helpful for them, and so yeah, I think they're looking. Team A is looking quite strong. Obviously, we're not. This is Tribes. You never discount anybody, especially on Tormentors. It's just such a. It's a map of torture. Which is unfortunately the case. But you know, what the hell? Who doesn't like a nice lava burn every now and then? Ask Anakin Skywalker.
Well, we are Tribes players, so we must love torture.
I was thrilled when I saw Torment the first time. I was like, this game is on the right track.
Oh,
Yep, that was the first big hill map that they released, right? It was like post Kata, Wave Mist, Dry Dock, and then it was.
Yeah, it was pre-Hollow, pre-Moonrise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's superior to both of those maps by far.
Well, I can see now they've got Nanox on their side and Ura as well. Now, Ura is great with the chain gun, great for shutting down people locally, especially in a defensive position. So he can also another player who can act as a backup capper. So multi-talented, unfortunately, and he's going to hate that I'm saying nice things about him because he's German.
Duh.
Well, the thing is, I feel sorry for him because every time he goes onto the pugs, anytime we're on with members of the North American community, they always call him O'Hara, like he's Maureen O'Hara, and you expect John Wayne to come across the desert at any moment, whisk him off his feet, and take him off for moments of deserty love. You know, it's just what can I say? I'm a film fanatic.
Sounds like it. Okay. I can crawl out of my pit of direct messages. What are we doing here now?
We are tormenting others with the map torment.
Hopefully the delay is not too bad with us watching on Twitch, but it is what it is.
We'll deal with it. Yeah, yeah. We
Oh,
won't have
did
conversations with the devs about a spec mode or anything like that.
Oh,
here I
dreams.
can also reshare my
Just don't
thing.
crash yourself now, sweetie. I wasn't trying to be facetious. I consider him quite the sweetie.
Yeah.
And you are exactly 46% stoned as of this moment. Right.
Yeah, I need to re-up probably.
A refresh. Yeah, a browser F5 refresh is what you need right now on your brain. Now you can see here, obviously, this is probably the warm up. There we go. See, look at that.
Is it-
See what I mean? Langer
Yeah.
in with the flag very, very quickly. And he's out, but he's only at about 20% health. So that's going to be a problem. But meantime, you notice the distractors at the base are doing a fantastic job of basically distracting those defenders so they can't really chase. And at the same time, exactly what I said, Ura came flying in there to grab the flag, the emergency grab, but unfortunately, I should say, he did get away with it while the enemy flag is being held onto. And now they're destacking to try and keep it. And you can see now they've handed it off to Prizzo. So Prizzo's holding on to the flag. And this is like the inevitable sort of the hush before the massive amounts of poo comes flying in your general direction, as has been proved with a fine poo-related disc that just shot Slice in the face. And now you see they hand it off. So this basically becomes pass the parcel, which is a fight for survival. And there we go. Look at that. Wriggles coming in with a fantastic E-grab to prevent the cap as well. Fantastic timing. Wriggles there as usual. And now they're literally trying to get the flag back as quickly as possible. And, oh dear. So let's have a look. We're now looking at Colonel Fatso. We're on a route at the moment. Looks to be probably a side-to-side route. He's going up, and look at that on the hill. There's Tears doing the defensive job that he always does. And look at that. What a midfield grab. Oh, that was beautiful. That was Nanox with a midfield grab coming in. Hit the route beautifully. And now you can see them trying to sort of stop the enemy from getting that flag quickly as possible. And it's 1-0 at the moment in favour of their opponents. Look at that. Mid-air onto a flying Kappa going past, and Langer comes in again with a quick flag grab as we're watching Fatso make his way back towards the flag and possibly maybe try and fly in. What he's hoping for is a moment where the flag basically gets returned just as he's about to bounce off the top of it. And it may be out of luck here, so he's going in for a distraction point, and it doesn't look like it's worked there. So right now at this moment, 1-0 in favour of the red team. And it's interesting to see how this is going to work out as Fatso now goes on another route. So there's Langer. You can see Langer's just doing the right-hand route at the moment, probably a relatively quick one, as Nemesis comes flying in and grabs the flag quickly. And we're currently watching Fatso. He looks to be doing maybe a front-to-back route.
Bit of a long one,
Using
yeah.
the force field. Yeah, using a force field on the barricade just to giving that little bit of extra push towards the flag.
I love
And
how the overlay only serves to block the time.
yep, that's exactly what I noticed as well.
I can actually just turn that off, I think. I don't think it's...
You
Yeah,
might as
feel free,
well.
mate. It's fine. Yeah, turn it off. It's fine. So there we go. So there we go. You can see their generators now just been taken out. So that's going to change things where the defense around the flag is concerned because they won't have the turrets to back them up. And now you can see Nanox with another field grab as decided to. Now that's one thing that you see that's in the meta quite a lot these days is the necessity for the Kappa to throw the flag. because essentially the amount of firepower that the enemy is able to bring down onto. Oh, look at that! Another nice kill into Prizzo. And he's gonna. I thought he was gonna do an Anakin and sacrifice himself in the lava, but apparently not. But what you see is the disking because of the propensity of the defenders to essentially kill people very, very quickly. A lot, obviously, along with the ability for the conkers as well. That basically means that the flag survival mechanics are very much different. Look at that, the enemy flag got returned by Slyn right in front of them. That was really good. The enemy mechanics, the mechanics of the survival for the Kappa is significantly lower than it was historically in Charge 1 and Charge 2. I mean, just look at that. See, Langer didn't even make it 300 meters out from his base before he essentially got blotted out of the sky. And so it's interesting to see
Oh.
how the meta has changed over the course of time, guys.
Mad scramble over the flags here.
Yeah, another mad scramble. It's all about the scramble. And you can see there we go, Langer being taken out, shotgun coming out as well, more discs. Obviously, the propensity for making mid-airs in this game is significantly higher than any of the other previous tribes' iterations. So that also tends to make for some very interesting moments as far as the defenders. And look at the pressure the defenders are putting onto the flag holder of the blue team, who's literally just scrambling for his life. And it may not last very long. Up goes, picks up the nuggets, and now comes Prizzo trying to defend one of the flags. As there we go. So Visis has taken that flag, and now they're 3-0 ahead. So that's quite important difference on this map. You tend not to see a huge amount of high scores on this map, guys.
We got Fatso coming in for the scoop here, and he's able to grab it. This flag is going to move. He's got quite a bit of speed. We're almost looking at 300 right now. It's looking like this might get home, but Tears is no joke.
Tears and who's that? Isis?
So a couple of midfield interceptors trying to get them. Is he going to have to bounce off the side? Yeah, that's exactly what he's done. He's indicated to the guys where he's going to be. Now it's another standoff situation. As there we go, hands it off to one of the heavies who didn't manage to pick it up. This could be a dangerous moment. Look at them focusing on that. Oh, there we go. Giggly getting taken down just at the moment when he was going to try and get the flag at the opposing team. There we go. They managed to get their own flag back. Wow. That was kind of... Did you see that?
Barely saw that one.
Holy shit. That was just amazing. Literally grabbed it around like a foot away from him as he was going to cap the flag. That was absolutely amazing. Wow.
My screen only rendered like 2 pixels of him. He was so fast.
Yeah, exactly. It was like a blur.
Hey guys, quick question. What are the rules for restarting? I can't like play in my game.
Yeah, go ahead and restart. As long as was there any score?
It's 3 to well, I think they've capped twice since I've been frozen.
Well, you're supposed to pause it like VGB, everyone leave, pause, and just let me know. I mean, if they agree, you can do a restart for sure. But if it's too late, then you might have to deal with it. Who are you playing right now?
Hydroxide, and I did message him already. I just am in a panic mode, and I joined you guys.
I gotcha. Let me message him, but next time try to get our whole team to drop out with a VGB.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll tell them now too.
No worries. So yeah, back to while you do the old DM fun, we are going to continue to watch this match as now you can see them pushing hard onto the red flag to try and put the pressure on to get the clearance ready for when the Kappa is going to make his appearance, which at the moment we're looking at a situation where interesting to see only one team is keeping their generators up. So we'll have to see how that works out. And now you can see them pushing pressure onto the far hill to try. There we go. Flag is then handed off to a heavy. There's Ulha coming in with the chain gun of death, which he is a really, really good chain gunner. A complete whore. I only say that because I've been on the receiving end of that chain gun on too many occasions. So yeah.
Hydroxide has magnanimously agreed to a rematch. So it looks like Olive and Hydroxide are going to
Oh,
restart. Just a little heads up. So we're going to be a little behind. Have to wait for the next match to start.
but that's called sportsmanship, ladies and gentlemen.
Absolutely.
Oh goodness me! He just got flagged. He just got conked. A bonkers conker on the flag stand, and look at that. Now they've managed to recover the flag and they throw it off. I have to say, in the last week or two, I've noticed the rubberiness of the flag with its tendency to bounce, which, considering it's got a metal base and a cloth covering, strikes me as a little strange sometimes. And look at this. Now, Nanox taken out with a fantastic mid-air, but they still managed to get Wriggles in there with the return just at the last moment. And look at the amount of pressure that this flag is getting. As I think GSKM was just taken down there. Langer also killed as well. As these guys are trying to get in there. Can they make it? The flag is getting returned and they captured it. And it's the first score on the board for them. Could this be the possibility of a comeback? I mean, 5 minutes left on the clock is difficult to say.
I'm back. I love this map. I hate missing a minute of it.
Yeah, I can take it or leave it. It's like a dose of the clap. I can take it in small doses. But anyway, we're looking now, as you can see there, they've got the force field up for the defense of the flag stand. That's the reason why they're keeping you're trying to keep their gens up. So that obviously informs the decision that the defensive team have made, because you're either going to have somebody who's going to be focusing on medium defense and gen repair so that they can keep that force field up. And then you can see them coming in as Cloud goes in for the E grab. Fantastic grab just at the right time. And now you can see they've also got their generator back up. So Tears coming in from another direction. Oh dear, and the stream just paused strangely. So yeah, Nanox.
Is there anything Clout
Oh,
can't?
We're in with U at the moment. So the man lacking any. Well, actually, no. O is a vowel, isn't it? I'm not sure. Either way.
Yep, that's it.
Either way, let's just say he's got a stuck keyboard, and that's the reason he has the name he has. So
AEIY, sometimes O.
really, okay.
No, I'm just kidding. It's O is definitely a vowel.
Okay, right. Well, I wasn't sure. So, oh goodness me, look at this. The pressure that he's coming under at the moment. He's going to be
That out.
screaming for help from all directions. But now you can see the D stack that they've got. At least 4 people there as they're about to try and return their flag. And there we go. Oh, sorry. Oh, look at that. The pass off. That's the one thing you've got to be very careful about. The pass off is you got to let them know before you throw it. Don't tell them after you've thrown it. It's because otherwise it becomes a little bit messy. But we'll have to wait and see. There we go, coming in from one side. 2 of them coming in from side. You got a heavy and what looks like a maybe medium or a light. The heavy obviously just using to distract, trying to take all that damage as quickly as he can, just to essentially give the opportunity for the other attacker to do the damage, get the kill on the flag holder, and essentially do the nasty. So it's 2-3 right now. So this could be a key moment where they could potentially tie it up.
Anything could happen on Torment. Those cappers pop up over those hills. Never see them coming.
Sorry, just pausing to drink water because my throat will dry out because I'm talking so bloody much. Oh. Anyway.
Is it time for the first beer of the day? I think it might be. It's been a stressful morning.
Indeed. Well, I'm nearly out of water, so I will have to do a refill after this. So, a bit of aqua minerale for me.
Fatso seems to keep having the opportunity to scoop this, but looks like he's not.
Not that you cursed him.
Yep. Well, I've also decided that in honor of the chief of the midfield scooping, I will now refer to any of those as a man scoop. So, because man scoop is amazing at midfield grabs.
Oh man, I thought you said man scoop.
Well, it will be a man scoop because it's like a scoop by man scoop. So
exactly.
It's a man
I gotcha.
Excellent return by Fatso.
Yeah.
Prizzo's all over the place, as he's wont to be. His little gold alien body shooting at everybody.
So you can see them now basically trying to do a bit of distraction and taken out with a mid-air as well. So it's pretty nasty. But There's
Brittany, have
Fatso.
you canceled your Christmas party tonight yet?
No, it's my girlfriend's company Christmas party, so
Oh, that's not important. Perfect.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm really excited. So can't cancel, unfortunately. I've been looking forward to it all year.
Over the finals? Interesting.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We need to talk about priorities, mate.
Huh.
So anyway, we're looking at Nanox. I think. Oh, look at that! A grab by Fatso. Relatively high speed. He's out. Relatively high health.
This could
And
be
the
the
thing is
tie.
whether or not this could be the tie. Yeah, this is
30
going to be
seconds
interesting to
left.
see.
The clock is ticking
Oh,
down.
look at this. He's not in the
Oh,
right position.
the
Oh,
There
grenade!
we go.
If they get the
Oh, look
return,
at
this is
that.
a tie. Oh, but he can't
20
quite
seconds.
dunk it.
20. Oh,
Dies on the flag stand. Oh, wow. Can they get that flag back is the question. Both the flags have been dropped out there in the field. One is retrieved already. The other one is
7.
further out in the field. It's going to be a problem for them. As now you've obviously got them coming in with the shots coming back all over the place. Langer coming in as well, trying to get that kill. Mortars going off left, right, and centre, and it's just an absolute cluster as they are literally down to the last few seconds of this, and it's now into overtime. So yeah, the flag then got returned, I think. So it's just an interesting situation that we're in right now. And there we go. It's tied up in the last 1 minute, and we're on to sudden death. 5 minutes
incredible.
of sudden deathiness. It's going to be painful to watch this.
Incredible.
Yeah.
This is great. Since we had a late starting match, we need to kill a little bit of time. So please, chew up the clock, Fatso, Prizzo.
Yeah. Yes, we'll say less about him liking big black clocks and leave it at there. So we'll just move on and we'll follow as we're in with Fatso, who made a grab. He's made it out full health. And this is going to be an interesting thing for him. He's going to try and get back. Are they going to try and get a grab just beforehand? Yes, they do. With Clout getting the grab. Now immediately Fatso comes under pressure, gets killed because he's low on health. Tears comes in. And look at that. A return there by Prizzo. Clutch return moment there as far as the team's concerned. Managing to hold off that situation. And now they're into a situation where they want to try and get that flag back to the flag stand. And there we have it. Wow.
We have it.
4-3. What a match. Holy crap.
Whose
Woo.
POV were we on in the end there? Who actually won?
That was
I wasn't there.
Nanox. That was Silent Night.
So Silent Night wins 4-3. Wriggles over Prizzo 4-3.
Who haven't we watched yet?
Mm, we watched Tritium a bit. I think we've cycled through them all at this point.
I'm going to switch over to Tritium, and I will be right back.
Right. Let's give you a bit of breakdown on what's going on. So obviously 2-1 in favour of the red team at the moment. Neither of them are really focusing that much on the generator, so they're not going to be relying on force fields. You can see on the blue flag right now is a dome, so no power required for that. But nice mortar coming in from Dead Man Walking, so he's going to be doing the spam onto the enemy flag. And you can now see Tritium Jones making his way out to try and get a possible flag return. And it's looking quite strong for him. Discs it towards himself. Nice disc. Picks up a nugget and decides to make his way in towards the enemy base. Unfortunately, did not survive. So now we can see there Orvid having taken the flag for BDSM. And you can see now the flag spam coming in there from Deadman Walking. Doing a good job of keeping that flag at least relatively clear of defenders. Flag is out in the field now. And now you can see a potential flag pickup there. And a quick throw straight back to Tritium, which is unfortunate. but such is the break, so to speak, and we'll just wait and see what happens because I mean it's 33 seconds left on the clock, so it's going to be an opportunity for the opposing team to try and tie it up if they can. The flag is on its stand right now. There's lots of defenders around it. They're going to be de-stacking like a mofo. Nice kill onto Hadui. And more shots coming in. A kill by Tribal Chief. Oh, yes, the phase assassin himself. So let's just see what happens. As there we go,
Ooh.
out with the flag. A nice shot into Sevilli. He gets mid-aired. Now he's going to have to punt the flag. This is what I was talking about the
Good punt.
the
Mid-air punt.
surviving. Oh my goodness! Straight towards Tribal Chief. The the ability for people to get mid airs on this game is just absolutely phenomenal. But now you can see Hatui, and looks like they've got the flag back at their flag stand. We just have to wait and see how it turns out. So it looks like a split second. I think maybe has got. Is it? I can't actually tell who's got the blue flag at the moment.
Looks
Either
like
way, he's coming under pressure.
Thumper and
And
Chains. Is that Kinsai?
yeah, it could be. So it's a standoff, and we're down to 0 seconds. So this is going to be interesting. So will they be talking about a situation? Because if they can get if it becomes an open flag situation, oh, they put it in their base. Those sneaky buggers. Look at that. They've dissed it basically underground where the enemy can't get to it. So they're doing the equivalent of a turtle, as we used to call it in Tribes 1. So
Same
it's
nomenclature.
a shot into Dead Man Walking. Just great reaction shot from Tritium. So now the question is will they be able to keep their flags home for long enough? There's Dead Man Walking again. And keep it there so that they can get the final flag cap in the last moment. Because right now they really need a little shot in the face by Nightstar. Brutal end. But he's the one who's holding on to the flag. And it behoves them basically to keep the stalemate going. Because they have a 2-1 advantage in caps. So it's going to be a difficult situation. They have the advantage. They have the situation in their favor. But now you can see their flag holder is taking shots. And there we go, the final moments, and they lost 2-1. So yeah, that was a tough game for them. By the looks of it, obviously not helped by somebody sneaking underground with the flag, but you know, that's what it's there for. So what do you think?
That was a tight one. All these tournaments were pretty good, the ones we got to watch. So it was Death Monk lost 2-1 to Stack Apocalypse now. Correct?
Wow,
Hawkster's team.
I think so. I'm not sure.
And we have one match maybe in progress still. Lord Bushguy versus Nike Beam's team.
Ah,
We should.
that could be entertaining.
Possibly.
I don't know if we have streams for those.
See, Bushwhackers has split second, and Nike has nobody. Except for Nike himself. Let me see. I'm sure he's streaming. He is live. Can we put that in the list?
Nike is on.
Let me put it in the side chat for you real quick.
Wait, I don't. What team is Nike on?
He is a
Oh,
captain.
he's his team.
His team.
He does not have Tribes 3 selected as his game. No, he does. Why didn't it show up in my search?
Call
Oh, wait.
police immediately.
No, Nike is. They're out of game.
Maybe they had to stop.
He's got the keyboard view. Classic.
That's great, isn't it?
Look how refined he looks sitting there. Lord of the Manor.
He looks very relaxed, doesn't he? Cross legs, you know.
Very much. Also color coordinated. It's very blue.
And no mouse pad. Or is that a wood grain mouse pad that I'm looking at right now?
No, he's in no mouse patter. It's true.
Wow.
Maybe he'll use the winnings of this tournament. So Bushguy's team went down 2-5 to Beam's team. Beam's just won. Okay, 5-2. And that should conclude the tournament stage. Let me ping all these goobers. Go ahead and start round 4, which is Rain Dance.
Oh,
How many
no
rounds are there?
change.
7 in the group, so we are halfway through in about 7 minutes.
I just noticed, yes, I seem to be talking an awful lot today.
That's why I got you here.
Yeah, not to make sense or anything like that, just to talk.
Americans, they love the accent. So yeah, hopefully one of these guys will be popping. It looks like the lobbies are slowly populating.
Well, while they're slowly populating, I'm going to take this opportunity and repopulate my glass of water.
It's a great idea. Look at that cool blue armor. Some of the skins were so nifty in this game. That's a good idea, though. I'm gonna go get a beverage, Brittany. I expect you to entertain everyone with a story or an anecdote. Oh, you dropped that.
I feel great, Glenn. I feel great.
That's a good start. It's a great start.
This one time at band camp, Larzak says. I can't tell those stories. I think I'd get banned.
That's what the people are here for, though.
Oh, we have a Sin in the chat. Hello, Sin. Welcome back.
Yeah, it is flabbergasting, Sin, but Beams makes it work somehow. He's become one of the premier heavy-on flags of this game. Mousepad or not.
Yeah, I think he actually might be better than Sin at this point, to be completely honest.
That is a specious claim. A specious claim indeed. What is that mouse he's rocking there? Is that a wireless Logitech? This kid is insane. He's insane.
Lester said the webcam wire over the screen. That's really getting me here right now. I mean,
I somehow didn't even note it. My brain blocked that out until you said it, and now I can't not see it.
G502 is a classic. I love the 502. I use a wired.
It does have a wire. He just has wires everywhere. My brain's all.
I'm old-fashioned. I'm wired into everything.
You have to have a wire.
Well, the thing is, the only thing that's on wireless is my phone and my work laptop, and that's it.
Yeah.
When it comes to the important things like gaming, I prefer to be physically connected to my machine.
Now, what are the next lineups here?
Everything should be updated on the bracket.
I think Silent Knights and Neuken and Dekoiken is going to be a very interesting match.
Definitely.
I think that actually these all should be pretty interesting matches. I think we're set up for a good set.
Yeah, actually. Might be the best lineup matchup. We have 2 undefeated teams, Hydroxide's team and Beam's team. Hydroxide's team with 3 more captures altogether, being the tiebreaker there. But aside from that, only one team with two wins. That's Hawkster. She's 2-1, and Wriggles also 2-1. My mistake.
Nice.
A handful of 1-win teams and a handful of no-win teams, as it always is.
I think tuning into Silent Knight versus Neuken and Dekoiken would be good here. What do you guys think?
Yeah, any rain dance map is always a good one.
That could be a nice little upset.
Yes.
So we just watched Hawkster and Prizzo's game, or is that coming up? Let me see.
And we have a cap perspective from Amu, but he is a widescreen Andy, so.
Oh my goodness. That's wider than I am. What's going on? You can probably see behind the back of his head with a monitor that wide.
Yes, this is great. We have 2 capper streams, 3 capper streams actually, and some defense streams. I think this will be a great one to flip around the views on.
Sounds spiffy. Now it's going to be interesting to see if they're going to go with the generator or no generator option. Because obviously once you take the gens down, they're relatively easy to get back up again. But it means that things like no gens means the force fields won't work, radars won't work, the guns won't work. So we're looking at Fatso on a pretty fast left to right route, making his way past and intercepting one of the other Kappas. And this is something that's been in Rain Dance since Rain Dance T1 is the out of bounds type cap.
Oh,
This
Look at
hunting.
that.
This hunting. The counter hunting.
oh, that was a beautiful hunter kill on Fatso's part.
Yeah,
Nanox glides in while they're distracted. Beautiful work by Fatso.
yeah. Very impressive
No
stuff.
joke to take out Shady on your way in.
Yeah. Yeah, he's going to be pissed.
And
But
we
you
got
can see there,
cheesecake.
a
Go ahead.
cheesecake is the Hoff by the looks of it.
Yeah.
And there we go, another kill. And I'd look at that and then, and he gets killed on the elevator. And the enemy flag gets returned by hydroxide right on the enemy, on the flag stand. That's going to hurt. So basically we're back to 0-0 and the Kappa's getting set up to go again. And it looks like they've got two Kappas, Nanox and Fatso on the left, making their way over and distractions going in. In goes Twin with, now that's one thing to watch, is Twin's cap routes on Rain Dance are fast. And if you look over on the right hand side, you can see multiple people after him. So it's distinctly possible that he's already dead as Nanox comes flying down, probably looking to do maybe a blink cap or no. Yep, there we go. That was a very cheeky blink cap, and Shady gets his revenge.
You know, I have to say, Nanox probably shouldn't have grabbed there. Fatso was right behind him. Nanox was pretty low. I don't know what Fatso was at, but Nanox lost quite a bit of speed, and that might have cost them this point.
Yeah, it depends on what roles they are. It could be that Nanox is the primary capper and Fatso, or either way around. You know, Nanox might be operating as a sort of light offense secondary capper. But you'll notice that the gens are both up, and in comes Nanox with a relatively slow cap, gets conked almost immediately. He's going to look to redeploy as the gens on the red side have been taken down significantly, and Twin comes in with the flag. Now, last time we saw Twins doing cap routes, he was literally very fast, very high, almost ballistic.
He's there. Wow.
Yeah,
Hydroxide's team is looking pretty hard to stop.
that's a classic Twin cap right there. Basically, he's in, he's out, he's gone, and
Yeah,
you've got
Nanox.
3 to 4 seconds to get him.
Yeah, Nanox really needs to make sure he's running fast routes here. I've seen him grab the flag a few times going less than 250, and that's just absolutely not going to cut it against an LD like Shady. I mean, you've got Shady and Mikesters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially when you've got an enemy capper who can cap flag to flag in 5 seconds.
Yep.
That's going to be, so the thing is, I would say their focus would probably need to be shutting down Twin before he gets anywhere near them. Because basically, if he grabs the flag, yeah, you're in trouble. So
Great grab by Nanox there. Back to front, back right to front. Oh, but he gets destroyed by Drive.
Yeah, it looks like flag has been dropped, and I think that was maybe one of the other cappers come flying in. Oh, who plays in third person? What's wrong with people?
Like, give us that close-up view of that cool spin fuser with the pastels.
Indeed.
The weapon models are very slick in this game. I love them.
Yes, they are very nice. And so we're watching Nanox at the moment. He's not got a huge amount of speed. This could potentially turn out badly for him. But at the moment, it's just about if he can find the right hill to point him in the right direction at the right time, it's going to give him the speed he's after. But at the moment, I'd say he's pretty slow. in comparison to the likes of Twin coming under fire almost immediately, going in for a quick blink cat,
Ooh.
and look at that. Did you see that? Meisters literally was waiting exactly
Yeah.
where he expected him to land, shot him in the
Oh.
face with a disc. And there you go,
Ex-
there's Twin again.
Excellent
4
grab
to
by
nothing.
Fatso. He could cap this. This could be a dunk. And it's not.
So,
Shady with the
Brittany,
conk, as usual.
as a capper, Brittany, would you consider Rain Dance to be a capper's map?
Absolutely. I think that
Why is that?
Rain Dance, especially for Tribes 3, has a really nice variety of small and large hills. You can get some very insane speed on this map, and there are several just absolute stand to stand routes that you can run. I think also
Tribes hit all over.
Yeah, I think so. I also this I something that I miss in T3 that I think existed in 5-0. Neuken into Koiken, Neuken it into Koiken, I guess. I don't know what that means, but it sounds like it's doing something somewhere, and it seems like they are doing that thing here.
Noiken into Koiken. I can't do Harry Carry. I'm gonna give up. Sorry, Res Racing.
Cultural appropriation is what that is.
But yeah, something that I miss in T3 that I enjoyed quite a bit in TA was more interactions between Chaser and Capper. I find that I have less like mid-air battles with Chasers in this game. I might just happen to be a better capper now. That is possibly the situation, but I really do miss those like high flying battles. That's part of what I love about this game. I feel like I don't get it quite as much, but Rain Dance is the map in T3 where that happens.
Yeah, you see cappers taking pot shots at each other as they fly across the hills on more than one occasion. So yeah, it's I've always loved rain dance, always did. My most favorite thing on rain dance as a heavy offense was to basically get into the enemy base, find where they dropped the dead turret farmer, drop the inventory station, put it down, and then turret farm their entire enemy base. So and then just sit there with a cup of tea and just wait for the inevitable death. So never mind.
Waiting on those scores to get reported, and we can move on to the next round, which is Wave Mist, everybody's favorite.
Wait, I'm looking at.
What are you looking at?
Oh no, everyone's done. They're just in a pub.
What are?
I think.
Okay.
Or are we still? Are we still?
See, I've gotten Hydroxide's official.
No, I think we have about 14:30 left in Get Smoked Kids game.
They must have had to reset or something, or some technical difficulty.
Well, that's Bush guy who just got killed, and Hattori as well. So it's Bush's team versus whoever they're up against at the moment.
What is going on here?
Wait, I am so confused. I think my streams might be
Did you pause one maybe?
No. Oh, split second. Sorry, split second is just.
He's reviewing videos or something.
Yeah.
God only knows. No idea what's going on.
Still waiting on 3 of those scores. These captains are slacking a little bit.
Well, I think that we have 2 games going. We have Get Smoked Kid.
And they're brand new games too. What is going on here?
I'm lost. Let's look at the Hop perspective for a little bit. We haven't seen much of that here. Beam's absolutely cleaning up. This is a player who's really started to stand out over the last several months.
Yeah, because who wants to play Hoff, right? He's a very talented player. I'm sorry, what was that, Chadman?
It's not an easy role, that's for sure.
Definitely not. It's very strange how Hydroxide's game went 12 minutes already. This stand is being swarmed here. Nike Beam's fighting desperately to keep Red away. Oh, sorry for the silence. You still there, Chadman?
Yeah, I am. I'm just distracted by shiny things.
I gotcha. I'm working out with Brittany what we're gonna do with the stream a little later. I think we have it all handled. But we're at what is this round? The fourth out of 7? 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope. Yeah, this is the 4th out of 7 still.
So watching Night Beams at the moment doing the heavy on flank duty. The big blue bugger is here doing his thing. And looking at it, I can't see anything showing the actual score or if the gens are up or down, unfortunately.
Yeah, Nike's. Oh, wait, there we go. I think I was just scrolled down a little bit on the page.
Yeah,
I don't know if we have an. Oh, this is them versus BDSM.
Yeah,
right.
exactly. Crunchy White Claws versus Blind Deaf Super Monks.
Excellent.
What is Crunchy White Claws? Is that like hippies drinking White Claws or something?
Apparently, yeah.
It's like granola in your White Claw. I've only had White Claw this morning. Maybe I could have eaten my granola without milk.
First world problems.
Indeed.
Felt like the
But
third world to me, not gonna lie.
I'll be right back, lads.
Oh, it looks like we got a flag coming in as Nike's trying to defend against the attempt that was Orvid. Took the flag and got a mortar for his trouble as well. So nice shot there by Night Beams. So yeah, he's definitely a good heavy on flag. Wasn't so much of a fan of heavy on flag when I was doing heavy offense against him. But you know, it's just all part of the fun as far as we're concerned. Why are we traveling backwards? I really thought that was in rewind for a second. But so now you can see them. Look at that. Fine shot and a quick kill onto Solid there. He got taken down very quickly indeed. Another flag grab attempt quickly as pushed off the flag. And Epi tried to take the flag, got shut down very, very quickly. And now almost immediately Snacker came in, grabbed the flag, tried to punch it away, and the flag's going to get returned again. So I have to say, Trisham Jones and the guys doing a good job of defending that flag as Makasuru comes in for a quick E-grab as well. And now has managed to actually make it out with a significant amount of speed. And that's going to be a problem for the enemy team as, there we go, Death Monk gets killed as he is trying to steal the flag as well. And there we go. Look at that. Oh, wow. That was literally like a flag return and a grab right in front of him. Holy crap, that was impressive.
Yeah, that
And
was
so
a
now
pretty
they're going to be
exciting
battling
series of
those ones.
events.
Yeah, did you see that also? Orvid there sitting in the flag
Yeah,
tower, basically waiting for an opportunistic E-grab option. Yeah, that's exactly what I would do as well.
I think your
So,
people
and
would
then
call that a
another grab.
cheeky little bugger.
Yes. Yes, and Death Monk just came in and grabbed the flag. And so, yeah, you go. You can see him picking up the Nuggets for additional survival requirement. And a nice mid-air shot into Death, I think that was. Flag is out in the field, and now they're fighting over it as per the normal. And there we go, their flag has now been returned. And you can see, essentially, look at that, another quick grab there. There's Orvid, came in for the flag grab, while one of his teammates is doing a great job. Tritian there doing a fantastic job of offensive distraction, taking down the enemy heavy on flag as he tried to mortar him down. So at this current moment, it's 2-0 in favour of Ovid's team. So Night Beam's currently on the back foot at the moment, from what we can see. So flag has been returned, and we're looking at 2-0 right now as Lightning Machine gets shut down, and you can see here Night Beam's now coming under mortar pressure from the centre. He's going to be shooting back at them as the fire comes in, trying to do him some damage. He's down to about half health. Up goes the force field for the inevitable cap. Down goes the mines as well. And now he's looking for a situation. There we go. Now that's one thing. Oh, look at that. And look at
Wow.
that.
Wow.
He got it.
Clutch.
Yeah,
Clutch in the
through the
moment.
flag. Through the flag onto the flag stand. And then it was picked up by Night Beams for the cap. And so they're now 3-0 against the enemy team. Pretty impressive stuff. So Night Beam's looking to try and get their generators back up and deal with the troublesome person. It's Lightning McMe in there. So they've stopped their gens from going down. They're going to leave them in a half-repaired state because they're still going to operate. So it will be enough for the force fields to run. Oh, look at
What a
that!
shot.
Tritium with a fantastic long distance mid-air. Fantastic stuff. And you can see now also Kappa's coming in from a diagonal, possibly a sort of a back left or in a back right position. And you can see, there we go, there's Convict coming in as well. And there it blinks in, doesn't get very far, killed almost immediately, doesn't even get it out to the bridge. But yeah, this is a serious amount of fire going on right now, with a lot of great plays, fantastic shots, and good strategy we're seeing here right now. What is going on? Up goes the force field for the inevitable arrival of Death Monk, who is now Dead Monk. Oh, there we go. Correction. Somebody made it out. That was Orvis with the so basically Death doing a good job of distraction for Orvid to try and grab the flag, and a flag with a midfield pickup now. Another nice shot into Lurch coming in from Tritium. He's really got his aim down really good today.
Yeah, that was
But
a
it could be a
hell of a
possibility.
flick.
Yeah. Possibility maybe of a flag grab here or a flag cap. We'll have to wait and see. The flag is still out in the field. Will they return in time? Night Beams, there we go, captured the flag. They're now at 4-0. So, unlike Tribes 1, it's only to cap out of 5 on Rain Dance. So, it used to be 8 in the old T1 days. But we'll just have to wait and see how this turns out. But I think it's fair to say Night Beams and his team have definitely doing a fantastic job of suppressing the enemy, and they're getting those clutch grabs and those clutch captures at the right moment. So you can see Kappa's making their way in, looking. He's been distracted. Oh, look at that! Another quick opportunistic grab by Lightning McMeme, who punts it forward almost immediately. And that's one thing you watch when you watch Night Beams. He only goes a certain distance. He doesn't get caught up in chasing the flag because he's the heavy on flag and he needs to be back at base for when it's there. And there we go. Another flag. There we go. Enemy flag got returned from in front of them. Night Beams now back in place, and there you have it. The victory is made. Wow.
What a game.
That's who I bet on to win this whole thing is Nike Beams. And if everyone recalls, I picked correctly last time with Trubba, so not to toot my own horn, but beep beep. Here comes Nike.
Yeah, it should be good.
0-0 game here. Stackpocalypse now versus Get Smoked Kid.
Hawkster versus Prizzo.
Wow.
And we're in a standoff.
Yeah. It's only a matter of time till you get open scoring, and then it's just a question of will they get to it in time, or will somebody manage to intercept them before they manage to cap their own flag?
Wonder if we're having more connection issues.
Sorry.
People are dropping. Uh-oh.
Dropping from games?
Like other players. Yeah, to cause the big delays on Rain Dance here.
Oh! Oh.
Tribal Chief with an opportunistic kill there. And you can see XRY came in there for the E-grab, trying to get that out to his teammates. Not going to get very far. He's trying to sort of pull it, throw it down, so to sort of lure the enemy in, if he possibly can. They've unfortunately returned it in front of him. So it's always going to be a risk when you do that kind of thing, but sometimes you need to drop the flag in order to pick up a nugget just to ensure your own survival. So it's a difficult choice to make under the circumstances. And you can see now a bit of turret splattering going on, followed by the obviously the quick turret shots into the face. But we'll have to wait and see. Oh, dear, sorry, I'm yawning so much today. I'm old. It's nearly past my bedtime. So we're watching through Prizzo's eyes right now. The enemy flag has been returned. It's 1-0. So Langer has got the enemy flag, and that's probably going to be a cap. Wow, it isn't. What happened there? And look at that. They get stopped getting the flag by Prizzo in the field, who manages to do a midfield pickup, but it's not very fast. Does the punt forward back towards its flag stand. That's going to be an opportunistic moment for them. The question is whether or not they'll be able to convert it into something more tangible. We'll have to wait and see. There we go. The flag has been returned, and the enemy flag was dropped in front of them. They've got up onto it, and another disc coming in for these guys as they're trying to stop the flag grab. And the Tui manages to capture the flag and tie it up with 1-1. So, as usual with Rain Dance, a massive scrum on the flag stand.
Yeah, this is a pretty exciting game here. Zato got the punt off again. This could potentially be the final point of the game.
Oh,
the scramble at the stand. Red is loose. And they get the return.
This one's going to overtime.
Wow.
These streams are falling apart. Maybe it's my internet.
Well, boards, I can't quite get boards. Up.
It could be me. Even the Discord audio is breaking up.
Yeah. Distinctly possible. So let's just get an idea of what's going on as we're watching through the eyes of Prizzo, trying to defend his enemy flag holder. And there we go. Sudden death is on. So it's going to be basically you're going to see them all come flying in. There's Gigs, there's XRY, also trying to put massive amounts of pressure onto the enemy flag holder. And look at that. Hawkster also shut down very quickly. And there we go. That was... See, that's what happens with this damn flag. You throw it and you expect it to bounce upwards and it goes downwards. And then you throw it downwards and you expect it to go upwards. It's just... It's very, very squirrely, I think is the term. Look at that. Fantastic blink grab. Blink. Oh! Was that a flag? No, I thought they actually got a flag return there right in front of the enemy. But sadly, it was not to be. And now you can see them recalling and reforming their defensive positions. As XRY is in there doing a little bit of harassment. Not sure where he's going, but Oblivion, it turns out. More fire coming in as you can see them putting the pressure onto the red flag. And a nice mid-air pickup there by Qatar.
Oh!
How long is he going to last? Look at that fantastic shot into Nemesis. And there we go, taken down by Giggly. And Tribal Chief also getting horribly murdered out there. I always notice these things because Tribal Chief always horribly murders me, so I'm going to notice it when he gets horribly murdered in return. So, flag being handed off. As you can see, I think that's Tears making a push. There's Lang also trying to make a push in to the enemy flag holder. He gets shut down very quickly. And the flag stand is currently relatively quiet. There's the blink attack there from Tribal Chief. Ever so sneaky as always. That's Tribal Chief all over. And there we go. Flag handoff. And the bouncy flag comes back to punish us again. As more pressure coming in. Now the thing is, I noticed that the red team, they're not really putting a lot of pressure together. They're coming in dribs and drabs, sides by sides, you know, one or two people but that's about the most of it right now. And I don't think they're going to break a standoff if they don't put more pressure on them. What do you think?
Yeah, it looks like both of them are kind of not coordinating their crashes quite as much as they could. I've seen both of these teams kind of have issues. It looks like they might be trying to sync up a little bit better together now. We are in overtime, though, so there is no open scoring. So one of these teams needs to break the standoff in order to finish this game.
Yeah. And you see they've managed to pick up the flag there. So.
But neither team
Flag
giving much ground at all here.
Yeah. It's impressive to watch. I mean, you can see them handing off the flag to a person who's managing to survive for a period, takes an air mid-air, immediately comes under pressure. Yeah, it's good to watch. There we go. They're very close indeed. Oh, look at that! And the enemy flag got returned just at the last moment. And then Dead Man Walking comes in with an E-grab, gets cut out of the air very, very quickly. Maybe this may be the opportunity for them to do it, to get the flag back to the flag stand and get that all-important winning cap. But now you can see the flag. Look at that. Every single enemy is all over that flag. And it got returned almost immediately. Holy crap. So we're back to a standoff.
Here we
and
go.
they just made it. Wow. Holy crap.
So Prizzo's team won? Is that what I'm seeing?
Oh,
2-1 Prizzo's team. Get smoked, kid. Get smoked, Hawkster. And now we're waiting on Olive's team and Lord Bush Guy. There should be one more stream, one more game going.
No, it looks like that just ended as well.
Okay. I await the score.
Well, while you wait that, I'm going to answer the coordinator.
Roger. What'd that prize pool get up to? 11.57 and 53 cents. That's a good round number. We had a couple late contributions from Canuck and Sullied Sock. Thanks, guys.
Glim.
DCC Glimmy Cheese.
Glim with all the money in the world.
I'm sorry, I didn't refresh. It's 11.77.53. Oh, Sullied beat me. That's what it means. Okay. So I have another $9. I can't let Sullied win, right?
Cheesecake with the absolute goated comment of PK on top.
Puppy kisses forever. Seriously, a great group of guys. Very fun clan.
Absolutely.
The best vibes I found in Drives 3, hands down. Largely because of Cheesecake himself. A very sweetheart. I'll just leave it at that. A very sweetheart. $9.03 and I can win this thing. Okay, was the last match reported? Let's see if we can move on here. Bush Guy, 4-1. Over Olive's team. Alrighty, so that concludes Rain Dance. And Wave Mesh should be getting going here in a second. What are the standings? Yep, Hydroxide still on top. Beams, though, nipping at his heels.
Yeah, just a 3-point differential here.
Do they meet yet? No. When do those two teams meet? Let's see. Beams and...
Next, Hollow.
Yeah.
They will be facing off on Hollow.
That is going to be a rumble in the jungle. What matchups do we have for Wave Mist here? Let's see. Bushwhackers and Death Monk. That'll be a good match. Stack Apocalypse and Nukin. They have not obviously met yet. Those teams are both very strong. Prizzo and White Claws. And Wriggles vs. Olive. The Tomte Goobers, whatever that means in Swedish. All right, I have to beat Sullied in the donations, I forgot. Hey, Glim on top by 1 cent. Let's go. We're up over $1,200 now in the prize pool, so everybody's pretty much entitled to about 120 bucks for the win. Not too shabby.
Tax-free.
Not reported to the IRS.
Yes, sir. It's huge.
Baba Booey, Sully, Baba Booey.
I did tell Def Monk, though, that if he wins, I would call the IRS on him.
Fair. I'm searching Tribes through Rivals on Twitch and just seeing a lot of lobbies being built in the previews. So we're not quite there yet.
Yep. I actually think I'm going to keep this Fatso stream up, and I will be right back. I need some food.
Okay. Smoke them if you got them, everybody. You back yet, Chad man?
Yes, I have returned.
Oh, welcome back. So he left it on Fatso's stream, and Fatso is on Wriggle's team, the Silent Knights, and the Silent Knights are facing Olive's team. It's
Okay.
wave miss, so it could be very brief. You know, this notorious back to front map. Depending on the cappers you got, it could be a quick affair.
Yeah, it could be. It depends also on if they're going to take the gens down,
True.
because that'll inform the defensive posture.
It's such a quick map you hate as a defensive player on wave mist when you see that enemy sliding into your generator room. Like, son of, I don't have time for this.
Yep, that's usually me as well. I'm usually the bastard doing it. So, yeah, it's going to be, well, it's an interesting map either way, because speaking from a heavy offense point of view, it's difficult to actually be able to plant mortars on the flag stand because it's quite a thin flag stand. You've got that bridge from building to building. What I found to be the most helpful is to bounce the mortars off the side of the building. So it then lands on the bridge, takes out any defensive,
Exactly.
and any mines and stuff like that. So we'll have to wait
Exactly.
and see how that works out.
Sounds like my favorite trick on Hollow when you're playing heavy offense to bounce the mortars off the inside of the little archways that are on the walkway. Definitely some art to it.
Yes.
Sounds like this game is almost arranged. We got 4, 8, 9. And the Goob squad almost all in uniform. Shame on you, Halcyon and Pablo.
Well, they're going to have probably one of the best heavy offenses in the game, Anaberries.
Yep.
Blaspheme is, yeah, just fantastic. Howser as well. And Zhao, yeah, just a really good team there.
Yeah. You know, Anna will be perched on a hill just mortaring the enemy stand over and over.
Oh, God, yes. In fact, she might not even be mortaring. She might just be dialing it in. Just say, yeah, just send the mortar here at 5 o'clock. Boom. And it'll arrive by Amazon delivery. Yeah,
No. It is 2024. There's all sorts of options.
absolutely. So, but looking on the other side, obviously, Nanox, Playbox, Ura, Fatso, Slice, just another good collection of real hardcore players that are going to be really tough to beat. And Wriggles, who is, yeah, just basically just does everything. I don't think there's a role that Wriggles doesn't do.
Absolutely.
Who's coming to Please Don't Shoot Me?
That was just played a pug with. I'm gonna. Let me see. What team were they on? They're
I
on
think, yeah,
Olive's team, right?
yeah.
I believe that's behind you.
Oh, right, okay.
It looks like Brittany's back, moving around a little bit.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
All these teams have such strong lineups. It's interesting how a little bit of teamwork, maybe map differentials.
Well,
All
not
the
only
games.
that, but because it's the draft, some of these players don't play against or with each other that often. And as you well know, teamwork is something that takes a little while to build. You kind of get to know
The
how
rapport.
your teammates play, their style, the sort of things they look for, the opportunities they'll look for, things that you can rely on them to do well, etc., etc. And so, yeah, it's quite a testament to the teams that are good in this match, in this competition, by how the individual skill of each player informs that team and their success. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. So
Absolutely.
here we are, the Misty of Waves.
And again, to remind everybody, we will have 4 teams advance. We have 8 teams here at the moment. I just clicked off the wrong window, but as of now, Hydroxide, Nike Beams, Prizzo, and Wriggles are set to advance, with Hawkster right outside of it. Hawkster just needs to
Yep,
put together a couple W's and she could do it.
indeed. So we're looking at Fatso on a what looks to be a diagonal fast route. Um, Using the important, and the thing is there's certain hills that you have to make sure you hit, because otherwise they can just force you a couple of feet off the route that you want.
You're going to have a
So,
grab already. Sheesh. Less than a minute.
mm-hmm.
Oh, he
Anyway.
missed. Still less than a minute.
Mm-hmm.
That's wave missed for you folks.
That was a
Yep.
very cool route by Fatso. I loved that route. I have not seen that actually. That was
innovative.
fantastic. That was like completely hidden all the way up to the point where he was grabbing the flag. Loved it.
Yeah, that's kind of, I think, in the same way that a heavy offense can be like that, that's kind of a good weapon for the Kappa to have, to not be noticed until you're literally upon them.
Mm-hmm. You
And
see
it can be a real game changer.
Fatso moving around a little bit in the air. It's flare counts for a capper. It actually increases their speed, like a PlayStation snowboarding game.
Oh, and he smacked into the wall.
Good defense there.
Yes. Well, one thing, I mean, the thing I like about watching the Kappas is you can see them, the options. You could go for the hill on the right, but if you go for the hill on the right, it will just force you to go like sort of 10 feet slightly too high to be able to redirect your flight back in towards the flag stand. So it's interesting to see. And there we
Ooh.
go. Look at that.
Wow. What a play from Gargamel.
Yeah, that
Did he
was
get the
amazing.
return and the grab? Wow.
That's Nems
Yeah,
there.
that was.
That was
Sorry?
Nems.
Gargamel
Nems Classic, is it?
is
That's
Nems,
Jive,
yeah.
isn't it? Is it? No, it's
Nems. Oh, it's Nems.
Drive is
Oh,
Taquil. Taquilo. Taquito or whatever.
yeah. Isn't it sad when bad things happen to good sentences? But anyway, let's see. The flag is being returned. Yep, your flag's returned, and in comes Mr. Fatso himself, who I have to say is
wow.
quite fast for a gentleman of chunky nature, but we'll see what happens.
I love when
Unfortunately,
the
he got
bodies.
shot down. He got
That
shot down.
ragdoll. What a great
Yeah.
ragdoll.
Azurus looking very happy while concentrating. He's in the zone. So you can see him basically trying to defend the flag, and there we go. Houses out with the flag. So that's going to be another grab there by Hauser. And look at that.
What a move.
Yeah, that's just almost showing off slightly, isn't it? It's just like I'm just going to progress through this little bit here for you. But now he's basically going to chuck it to the flag stand. And there we go. Flag has been returned. And we could be talking about a cap. We are Wriggles, who's doing the heavy on flag duty, with another cap. So they're 2-0 ahead. And that looks like an interesting situation for them, as Pablo Sex Crowbar, one of my favourite names, comes in with a quick emergency grab from what we can see. Nanox then also takes the flag and see what happens. So their flag has been returned, and it looks like they're going to be trying to do a midfield pickup. Doesn't look like it's worked, as it looks like there we go. Gubu Sex Crowbar has taken the flag, and now we're still looking at a 2-0 in favour. So if he can make it back to the flag stand, and that's what it looks like he's working on. At the same time as we're watching Nanox doing a flag grab here. Force field is up. He gets mid-air midfield just as he's coming in. Sorry, not midfield. He got mid-air just as he was coming in for a flag grab. Got pushed off the route, and that's such an important thing in this game. The amount of kappas you can... Because body blocking is not really as effective as it was in other tribes games. But if you're lucky enough to be a good shot, a mid-air on a capo as he's coming into flag can essentially ruin his entire day, guys.
Absolutely. Spot on there. I want to restart my machine because it's having a little bit of an issue. I'll be right back.
No problem. So you can see the flag now out in the field. Flag has now been returned. So they've taken out the enemy generator, so there'll be no force fields. And that heavy on flag is now moved up to continue to spam the flag stand. As Hauser comes in for a quick grab. And coming in high speed is Fatso, who decides to throw the flag backwards. Not sure what happened there. But it's still 2-0 right now.
He had also Nanox coming in on a back, and I think he was hoping that he could chuck it back and get it to the capper that was full speed and full health on the back as well.
It didn't work out. Never mind. Yeah, those kind of... That's the thing. It's like what I love about montages is you get to see all these amazing plays. But what they don't show you is the 103 plays previously that completely failed. But
Yeah,
it's just
that's the truth.
Yeah, the nature of the videos. Oh, that's unfortunate. There was a miss, but also it was taken by Nanox at the same time. So Fatso, Nanox with pretty high speed. Unfortunately, it looks like he's crashed into a solid object. That's going to be a problem for him. As now comes in and Nanox grabs the flag. 3-0. There we go, a capture from him. And I would say that Fatso and his team are in a pretty strong position right now on Wave Mist. What do you reckon?
Yeah, right now this is looking pretty good for Silent Night here.
Yeah, I would say they're would you think they're getting close to chain capping? I mean, they seem to be... Nanox and Fatso seem to have a good pairing going off here.
Yeah, they're really well synced up. Body block on Fatso coming in.
Yeah,
Pablo out with the flag. Pablo is probably the best llama grabber in the game.
The best what, sorry?
Probably the best llama grabber in the entire game.
That's high praise, honestly.
Yeah, that is.
To overtake a man like the Pretzler Nibbler and to steal his crown.
Especially with a name like that.
Pablo Escobar, yeah, it's a great name.
My Path of Exile character is named Fidel Costco, so they could be friends.
Pretty good.
Well, when I say that on EverQuest, my monk was called Twatum Senseless. So, go figure.
Profane.
Yes. Although most of the people didn't understand that twat also means hit in England. So you can twat someone, which means you hit them. So that was basically the premise, as opposed to the other alternative.
Yeah, verb versus noun.
Indeed, yes. So it looks like they're holding onto the flag to try and defend it against the attackers. And
what a return.
Mid-air return. Fantastic return coming in there. I think that may have been Gargamel, possibly.
Ooh, that throw,
Gargamel
though.
was a pro move. Very fantastic stuff to watch. So now we're looking at they're down 3-0 on Wave Mist. Now, obviously, five for the win on Wave Mist. It's going to be interesting to see if the team can bring it back. It's going to be a difficult ask because this flag is always pretty or this flag stand is always pretty open. Grabs are quite easy to do, and it's just a matter of whether or not you can intercept them. You see them coming. That's really going to be the key point. If they can continue to defend against these cappers. But at the moment, they're using that build. I love the way they're using that building to shield their approach. That's really nice. And look at that. Fatso comes flying over the top of Nanox, I think it is. And is literally flying like 20 feet above him. So yeah, I think so far the 4-0 scoreline has really been driven by Fatso and Nanox tonight. What do you think?
Absolutely.
Yeah, this looks pretty in the bag for Silent Night, I have to say.
Yeah, they're looking pretty dominating. I mean, it just goes to show what a good capping pair can do.
Yeah,
On this particular map.
Yeah, Nanox and Fatso have really found their stride together here.
Ooh. Mind you, we just said that and cursed him as he hit the bridge. Never mind, they've had to throw the flag back. This could possibly be the win they're after. We'll have to wait and see. They're trying to defend the flag from all comers. Their flag has been returned. And they're looking to maybe tie it up. There we go. Wow. That was pretty insane.
We'll see the end of that game a little bit here in House's stream. Yep, there it is.
Yeah. Oh.
Now here we've got Bushwhackers versus Is it Stackpocalypse now?
Let's see, Qatar.
No.
Sorry, my internet's trying to shit the bed here. Trying to figure out what the hell's going on here, but looking at the teams.
No, it's
So
Koiken
Qatar's
versus...
Yeah. Stackpocalypse, Foxter's team.
Keep finding myself wanting to watch the Teridium Jones perspective because it's just always so exciting to watch his gameplay.
Absolutely. Good player to watch.
Do you guys have a preference for
It's not
which
like
game we
me.
tune into here next?
What are our options?
Do you have those pulled up, Glenn?
Next round we have Beams versus Hydro on Hollow. We probably got to watch the two first place teams duke it out.
Absolutely in the next round. But the this current round, there's still a few games going.
This current round. My apologies, my internet is taking a dive. I don't know, Prizzo against Beams right now might be interesting. I'm not sure what game you have pulled up at the moment. The Stackpocalypse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe Prizzo. That looks like a good matchup. Or Def Monk versus... No, that's Hollow. Def Monk versus Bush Guy would be a good matchup as well. But that's who we have on the screen right now, so I'll stop talking. Yeah, I'm not able to watch at the moment. I don't know what's going on with the internet. I might need to reset it real quick. I guess I might as well do that. I'll be right back.
No worries.
Beam's keeping him off the flag as usual. Wow, he's really doing work here. But not enough work.
That's the thing. It's just no matter how good work you do, sometimes you just get overwhelmed by the sheer weight of numbers. That's the real problem.
Yep.
You know, you can't watch your back all the time. If there's nobody watching your back, that's a key part of it.
Yes,
You need somebody
sir.
to cover you. So, yeah, flag has been returned. Mines go down. And there we go. So you see them spotting. You notice them spotting the Kappas as they're coming in. And then literally putting down the shield as
Oh,
relatively soon. Look at that.
perfectly timed mortar by Nike beams.
Yeah. But he's also under pressure as well from Clout putting pressure onto him. And
Did they
there we
get?
go. They get another capture. Just as Night Beams gets taken down by the one of the enemy attackers. So, yeah.
Yeah,
And
they
now
got one
you
on the board.
basically have Convic and Langer both out in the field with the flags. Looks like Langer's been killed. Flag has been possibly punted. We'll have to wait and see. Yeah, that's the punted flag. There we go. That flag then gets returned by Geeks. And more fire coming in as Snacker gets another cap as well with the heavy pickup in the field. So, yeah, it's looking pretty good for them at the moment from what we can see. Obviously, Wave Mist always a difficult map to play, especially for the defense.
Yeah, well, they were down 1-0 before. Now they're up 2-1.
Yeah. Just that's tribes all over, really, how quickly the state of the game can change. So
That's why we love it.
indeed. So looking at Snacker, he's looking to do a bit of heavy offense. They've got the force field up already, by the looks of it. And there's Clout in there basically doing some up close and personal heavy offense, trying to clear all the defenders and the defenses. Their gens are still up, so they can put a force field down if they want to. Prizzo being shut down near the flag. But now they may be in a position, down go the mines. Once he knows where Kappa's coming from, that's when he'll put the force field down, I reckon. Because then he's got an idea where they're coming from, through the building. And there we go, look at that timing.
Those mortars
Absolutely
from Nike are
fantastic
just,
timing.
yes,
Yeah,
those mortars are too good.
poetry, sheer poetry. It's fantastic to watch. And there we go, you can see Langer now coming in, so he's been spotted. And looks like he's now trying to deal with the heavy offense. And notice he's not really paying a huge amount of attention to that heavy offense. He's merely focused on the flag.
I think he got a call out there that a capper was coming in, and he just ignored Clout for the moment because he knew he had to get that mortar down.
And there we go. Flag gets returned. 2-1. Convict comes in for a quick grab. Good capper is Convict. Very opportunistic player when it comes to this kind of thing. As Night Beams. Now that's the thing is people don't realise about a heavy on flag. It's literally a battle of survival. And you just need to rely on your teammates, the opportunistic grab of nuggets nearby, and just, yeah, poor Langer, he's not having a good day as they've got another capper coming in as well, by the looks of it.
Nobody's getting through Nike.
Yeah, it's impressive stuff to watch, I have to say. Oh, wow, look at that when Nems comes in there with a fantastic side-to-side diagonal grab, while the heavy on flag or Nike was being distracted by the enemy. And so an opportunistic grab there by Nem is very good indeed. Perfect timing. Whether or not they'll convert it into a cap or whether or not the blue team, were able to get it back. Snacker with an E grab to try and prevent the cap. As Night Beams goes back into defensive mode. There we go. The flag gets returned. And now we're going to see another capper coming in on the right-hand side to try and push that flag stand. And I think it's, yeah, Nightbeam's doing a fantastic job as always as heavy on flag, proving himself to be effective with the timing. Just, yeah, just brutal murdering going on there from Nightbeams. And yeah, I have to say, so far it's very impressive to watch. Do you think?
No mouse pad. No mouse pad, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, weirdo.
Not only that, I mean, he's got a wire going across the middle of his screen.
Yeah, really.
This is the next
Maybe he
generation,
uses
folks.
that as a crosshair.
These will
Maybe
be your
that's his-
custodians in the retirement home. It'll be beams.
Yes. Oh God, could you imagine a tribe's retirement home?
Oh my god,
Land
most
party.
toxic retirement home ever.
Yeah, yeah.
Can you imagine being stuck in a retirement home with ice winds?
Or tribal chief constantly
Yikes.
sniping at you. Oh dear. Well, as Jean-Paul Gaultier said, hell is other people. So yeah, go figure.
Indeed.
Yeah, I'm sorry
So
about the
what
dog,
round is
guys.
over?
My girlfriend went
Looks like
outside
Death
and
Monk has trimmed over
my
Bush
dog,
Guy 4-3, a close one on Wave Mist.
Wow.
We should have watched that one.
Hmm.
my
This is a
dog
good round too.
Yeah, this is good.
cannot deal with her
There's
walking
in there.
outside, and so that's why
Going
he's
for the
dying.
roots.
I promise I'm not like
Going for the cheeky grab if
torturing
he could.
puppies downstairs.
Oh, like that Makasuro with a return into Night Beam. So now their heavy on flag is down. Flag is out in the field. Langer has come in with an emergency
God damn
grab.
it, Chedox.
Will it last long enough? Could it be that they may possibly go down
Careful.
4-2?
If you don't stop, Chedox, I'm coming for your
We'll have
puppy
to wait and
next,
see.
dude.
There's 1 minute left on the flags on the timer, and Night Beams comes in with a flag grab and manages to get 4-2. So I think 50 seconds left. You'll be very lucky to get 2 flag grabs in one minute. But you never know with tribes. So it's looking quite good, I would say. There we go. Langer comes in, grabs the flag. As they're going long distance to see if they can actually get a kill onto them. There we go. Enemy flag is returned. The gens are back up, as you can see. Bit of depressive fire on, or oppressive fire there. As there, the flag gets grabbed almost immediately. And yeah, poor old Prizzo unfortunately wasn't able to survive long enough. And now there you go, enemy flag has been returned. Both flags are back at home. And I think it's all fair to say that this could be the end of this match. With 4 seconds left. But Langer always comes in with a quick grab. And
The
there you have it. 4-2. Wow, good game.
I guess that just leaves Hawkster and Hydro's game happening. Beam's team looking formidable.
Yeah, I may need to take a short break as well.
Oh, absolutely.
Probably only for about half hour, but I should be back.
Oh, that long, eh?
Yeah.
Well, take your time. Brittany, you better fill that time with your pontifications.
Oh man, it's gonna just be. I'm. That's
Talk
the
about,
quality. That's where my
American-
brain is at right now. American
I'll give you a
politics. Let's
random
go.
topic. I was gonna say I got a random topic. How about just spitball an American healthcare CEOs?
Wow.
Pass.
I'll leave you to it. I'll be back soon.
Thoughts
Alright,
and
cheers.
pre-existing conditions.
The memes. It's just been a meme factory, the internet this week.
Yeah, I don't even know where I am.
Tritium with the quick
Anyways,
combo.
speaking of killing people, Tritium just dumping tons of damage here before he himself gets killed.
Yeah, I guess they're pubbing to stay warm. Let me make sure we get.
Oh, am I announcing a pub? See, that's
You're announcing a pub, yeah.
That's where I'm at right now.
So hydroxide 140.
Oh yeah, I think we might be done with this round. I don't see anybody in game, so.
Correct. Okay. So 4-0. I'm just making sure I got all the scores right. Didn't screw the pooch here. Hydro versus Beams. Who will emerge in first?
That is definitely the match we're taking a look at next.
I just have to call out a few captains here. Thank you so much, Def Monk, for signing up late, and you as well, Olive. Total lifesavers. Looking at the standings now, Hydroxide still firmly in the lead, but Beams has been a solid, I think, 3 points, 3 flag captures behind Hydroxide's team for the last 8 matches, maybe. And then
Sorry.
Wiggles pulling up third. Pretty close behind him, though. It's a 2-game differential. We have 2 games left in Group 2, so anything could happen here, theoretically. The top 3 looks like are established, but it could be any order. And Prizzo has a chance for redemption. Honestly, the top 4 could shift the top 5, Hawkster. I guess Prizzo and Hawkster can't gain 5 wins, but they can still advance, either one of them. Even Def Monk. So what are you wearing tonight, Brittany? You got an ugly Christmas sweater?
I actually have a see-through dress.
Hicks?
I plan on wearing a see-through dress and talking about American politics when I go to this company party.
As one does.
Yeah, people
The way
love
to
that.
really ingratiate yourself with your boss. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, even better, it's my partner's boss. So
One time I hit the CEO of our company's hand with a dart when we were all throwing darts at a balloon-filled board. All the balloons had prizes written on them or cash in them, and managed to actually embed a dart in the hand of my CEO my first year at this big healthcare company about 20 years ago. Never
damn,
forget it.
nice shot.
Good time. I wish I could say it was intentional. That was an interesting company, though. It was Hillrom, the guys that did all the stuff that was on the set of House, like the hospital beds and what have you.
Oh, sorry, big robot.
Get out of here.
Who was that? Was that Housia? I love Housia. Shout out to Housia for being the man with all the spreadsheets again, doing all the really heavy lifting for the tournament. Hey, looks like Hollow is starting to kick off here. Oh, it has kicked off. No, 15 seconds. Who
Yeah,
are we watching here? You got Fatso.
We can tune into this game for a moment and then switch over to that number 1, number 2 Koik and Beams match here as soon as it gets started.
Sounds good to me.
Fatso's really got those double impulse
Yeah.
spawns down. I still have yet to learn that, and likely never will. It's getting hunted
Yeah,
very early.
One of the things I'm most jealous of other players is their fluid movement. He's got it. Sorry, go ahead.
He has very good movement. I think that Bag might be... No, Bag is keeping up on this hunt. I thought maybe Bag would be getting punished here. But he's going to take
doing some
Fatso
work.
down.
Yeah. Look at that chaining. It's not respectable, but it's effective.
You know, I hate to admit it, but he's a pretty good LD.
Yeah. He's streaky, you know. No, I'm just kidding. Bag's a great player.
He told me to shut up once, so it's hard.
Yeah. Very rude boy. I prefer his Basset Hound over him myself, but
Fatso coming in here again with a... Oh.
interesting route. He almost had it. A little sneaky cheeky.
Man after my own heart with that one. I like those blink ups.
Yeah. You miss all the blinks you never take. Wayne Gretzky.
Yes, sir. Well, I missed most of the blinks I take as well these days.
Ryan touching the flag.
Nanox coming in with a odd front route.
Holy shit. Dead Man Walking just dropped 100 on the tournament. Nike completed my evaporate gigs quest. Okay. Okay. Convict got
Fatso out
$24.
with a back to front and gets another cap here for Team Silent
Oh, wow.
Knight. This is a pretty fast advantage being established by Silent Knight.
Yeah, they're going against Bushwhackers defense, like split second and bag. They must have their work cut out for them this round. Their split seconds POV. So he's playing heavy. Looks like he's playing some offense, maybe.
With the plasma gun.
Interesting. Looks like enemy gen's already down, so he neglects it. Back to Fatso.
Oh, great grab. That was a really precise blink by Fatso. That was definitely an improvised blink there, and he was able to blink perfectly so that he did not hit the force field, but still was able to grab the flag, and he gets it home.
Pass it off to the Hoff. Textbook. Hey, my brain had trouble processing that. He's kind of looked to the side, and boom, he had the flag.
Yep. He blunk good on that one.
Indeed. The notorious hollow standoff. It is a bitch.
We could see a return for Silent Knight here. Or we did see a return and they were able to... no, they're holding the... And, yep, there we go. Another one on the board for Team Wriggles. Kanuck asks, would you recommend Stealth Pack for new and aspiring cappers?
Cheeky.
Only for the weak-hearted, I guess. It is legal in pugs now and tournaments, though. So you could conceivably do it. Fatso's coming in for a grab here. Pretty low health. Let's see if he can get out with this one. And he's not going to quite be able to make it. Split second. Has the enemy flag. Throwing it to stand. This could be one on the board for Bushwhackers.
Come on, Bushwhackers. You can do it.
Uwu says no.
Ooh, with the response grab. The emergency response grab.
And they could be looking at a conversion from... Uwu's pretty low. Colonel Fatso marking the pass point, but Uwu can't quite get it off. You got two Silent Knight players on that. They seem to be holding their flag pretty well. Oof, excellent shots by Fatso. I think blue stays home for them. If they can keep this moving, this could be a cap. Nanox is moving this. They have timed return. This might be turning into a 4-0 game.
Looks that way, Bob.
Fatso moving in for the catch. He's able to grab it, but he is at about half health, so...
Come on, Bush guys. You're so close.
I don't know why Fatso's moving out. Oh, he did not have the flag. He passed it off? Oh, they returned it. I am lost.
A lot of stuff happening there.
Well, it looks like Bushwhackers is going to hold on to this one. Can they convert? Oh, split second. Oh. That was an excellent shot by split second.
Anox always there. And he's probably going to dunk it. Yep.
Wow, Silent Knight just absolutely dominating here with the 4-0. Should we go check in on the Beams Koiken game?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a shame the Bushwhackers were very close at least twice there. It should be a much closer game, but that's the way Hollow plays.
Yep. Those back to fronts are pretty nasty. Whoever's getting out on those tends to be the one to...
Goodbye. And what with the trees, just enough cover from snipers.
Yep.
I'm not a huge fan of this map, but there's definitely, I don't know, at least it's not Moonrise.
Truer words have never been said, Glenn. Lots of fighting here at the Nike Beam stand. See if we get a capper perspective here. Amu stopped on his route. He stopped to clear. Who is their other cap? Do they have double cap?
I'm not sure. Let me pull that up.
Amu is crashing hard. Jive gets the flag, but Amu is not able to catch that pass. They need to keep this flag off stand. I think they have time to turn.
Yeah, they have Twin, Amu, and I think Flippo captures, but I'm not entirely sure.
Is Twin streaming?
Let me take a look.
Oh, one on the board for Team Beams.
Wow, Beam strikes first. Twin's name is Tuhwin, right? Where are you?
Would be great to have the Twin perspective.
Oh, I did find an XRY and a Vice's perspective, but I don't see a Twin perspective.
Beams just doing the most here on the stand. But he's finally cleared by Hydro, and Amu's out with the flag. We could be seeing another cap here. If Amu's able to get a good return route, it's a little scuffed and he gets taken down by Frog just before he's able to dunk that.
Good timing from Frog. Clutch player.
As usual. So Koiken gonna hold on to red here. But Micah is out with the flag. They're so far not able to convert this.
Amu juggling it. He's a good juggler. The kill feed is going wild.
I think if we had his audio, you'd be hearing a lot of "suck my ass."
Quite possible.
I think he's trademarked that at this point.
Yeah.
Twin is very close. Oh, they get the E-grab off. What's going on? Oh, wrong team. What's the Nike Beams? No. Koiken. They can't quite convert. They're holding on to red very, very well, but they can't quite overcome the crash coming in from Nike Beam's team. This is a mad scramble for the flag, Glenn.
The definition of madness. Oh, barely missed with a shock lance there, but they are cleaning up. Cheesecake, several kills. Mid-airs, left and right.
And all flags are back at their stands.
All that for naught, but that's tribes for you, baby. This might be the first instance in the tournament when Hydroxide's team is down in captures in a game whatsoever. See how they respond.
Amu looks like he's setting up a back here. Oh, no, he is not. He's setting up a right to left, and
Interesting.
it's pretty slow.
Oh,
And he's body blocked. He's able to get it off stand, though. This does not go too far, but that gives his team enough time to return the flag, and we are back to flags on stand.
That's hollow. That's hollow in a nutshell. Just a frantic scramble to get the flag before the dunk.
Very oddly similar to DX, even though these are two very different maps.
Yeah. I miss the old flag stands on hollow with those silly little labyrinthine plus sign shaped bases over the flag.
As do I. I spent about 20 hours learning 90-degree blinks into that stand from all directions, and was about to start using that in comp, and they completely redesigned the entire stand.
Yep.
Shout out to the T3 map designer.
They really dumbed down the wave mist and the hollow flag stands. For better or worse.
Twin is out on a back to front, not making it very far though. Jive given.
He got out.
Yeah, that I thought for sure that mortar was going to be perfectly timed, but it was just barely off.
I'm starting to feel better about my Nike beams prediction. He was slept on a little bit.
Yeah, well, I think that he's kind of rose through the ranks of tribes so fast. I don't think some people realized.
Yeah, he knew all the people, I think. His team fits pretty good.
Yeah.
But also a strong Hoff. I mean, people just underrate.
Sully Talk blocked on his way to dunking the flag, but Nike Beams is able to convert that, and we're 2-0.
It's all about keeping a cool head in those situations, knowing what you're supposed to do, not chasing after something, impulsively as the Hoff. Like stand your ground sometimes is the best thing to do, and Nike Beams did it, and it paid dividends.
Exactly. Some Hoffs don't realize that the best thing you can do is just be on stand 99% of the time.
Mm-hmm.
I say that resentfully as a capper.
I say that as a terrible Hoff who's always chasing after shinies.
Oh, and we get one on the board for Koiken.
That was quick. Yeah, didn't even see that happen. That was a quick cap.
We have Sully out with the flag, though, on a back to front. So we could be seeing another conversion here. Nike showing some good discipline here, staying on flag to make sure his team has someone to throw to in case they are able to move this. Trying to support his team from afar, but Twin is able to get out with the flag here on a pretty decent route, actually. Wow, that was a really good front from Twin, although I would expect nothing less.
One of the more innovative players I've ever seen.
Probably best capping videos, too. Oh, Nike uses... Wait, can you have the Storm Slicer in your third slot? Or did he change...
I think it replaces the mortar.
He had the Storm Slicer there for a minute, right?
I looked away, to be honest. But I did, yeah, I think I saw a Storm Slicer. A very underrated weapon. If you get the fire rate down, that thing chews through people.
And we are in a tied 2-2 game. Amu's just trying to move this off stand here for a second to throw off their defense. Good thing he did too, because somebody was out with a back to front on that. And we could be seeing this flag continue moving.
It looks like Hydroxide's team is making some halftime adjustments here. I think they might have put a few more out on offense or maybe chase. Something's changed.
Twin gets the scoop, so this isn't going to be an easy conversion. Oh, sorry, Amu gets the scoop. Not going to be an easy conversion. Nike Beam's just barely missing that mortar. And this is going to... It looks like this is going to move into a standoff situation. We could be seeing another cap here if they're able to hold on to red. Amu leaving red, going on a never mind. He's resetting.
Always keeps you guessing, that guy.
Too late of a decision by MU. If he had reset earlier or he had just gone to help red, that could have been a cap for them.
Yeah. Small things like that really make big differences in the game. The decision
They sure
making
do.
process. Especially the people that play the flag. Very crucial role. You got to know when to hold him, when to fold him.
Nike's getting some gen repair, quality gameplay here.
Exactly. Finally giving the people what they want.
Oof.
Little gen room. Wow.
Team Beams is just
Both these teams are
defiling
very
their
impressive.
gems.
This has to be the finals. Barring some really amazing performances from maybe Hawkster's team, maybe Wriggle's team. This has to be the two final teams. They look so solid.
Yeah, I think so. That is very likely here. I mean, this is a relatively, in terms of the finals bracket, this is probably a pretty inconsequential game, even though it is quite a good one.
Yeah, exactly.
Not a lot changes with the result of this, though.
Some more gen action. Looks like nobody's hiding up in the trees like Operation Cats was last tournament.
Oh,
Cheeky
Amu
bastard.
coming in for the dunk, and it looks like this is nope. Frog comes in, he gets the stop. Red's out. They get the E.
Ooh.
Convict is on a front. That is
A lot of
moving at least a little bit.
fast movers there. Sheesh.
Beams returns, but Twin is out with the flag again. Amu's on a route. If they get the return, no, Icewinds is going to continue moving this. So Amu just perfectly timed, but he can't make it through the force field, and this is a very tense moment.
Absolutely.
Both flags returned. Sullied Sock out very quickly after that return. Twin out very quickly after the return as well.
Front to back though.
Oh, nice mortar by Nike once again. Wow. What a series.
Good move by Cheesecake there.
Amu with a bounce into the return. And Mikesters puts it up. What looked...
Oh my.
They have to hold on to that flag or this game is over. So...
Beams leaving the stand. He knows the pressure here. He knows what's at stake.
Wow, that
So
was what a
close.
game. That went from clear Beams domination to a Koi can win.
Yeah. And when Beams just hit, it looked like someone was dropped from one of the teams before the end. That's interesting. I hope that's not the case. What was that? 3-2 hydroxide?
3-2 hydroxide, yes. Now we're tuning
What
into Silent Night versus BDSM, and it looks like BDSM is pretty well positioned to take this one, but
Now, this
we have a
Prizzo versus BDSM.
yeah.
Get smoked, kid. But yeah, it looks like a good match. You're right.
It does, but there was. It looked like it was going to be a tough one for Prizzo's team to come back from, but now they're just down by one, so all they need is a.
Remaining.
Yep.
McMeme with the touch. He must be playing medium offense or something. That flag is moving. And that actually, okay, both flags are out. Hollow is such a hectic little map.
Yeah, it really is. It is not one of my favorites.
I'd like it a lot more if they has made, maybe one different tree model. But, it is what it is.
Oh,
Oh, wow. Came down to it. So Def Monk won that one, 3-5. Is that correct? I'll wait till they report it. See hydroxide, yeah, barely 3-2. There we go. Just a few more scores coming in, then we can proceed on. Is that correct? Though? That was Monk that just won that one, right? 3-2.
Mm-hmm. Wait. Yes.
I'm gonna wait till this submit the score. I'm second guessing myself. I blame the Pinjamin. Up next, though, is a personal favorite map of mine.
Oh God.
Kind of controversial.
Oh God. Don't
Bit of
say
an
it.
ugly duckling. It's the one and the only dry dock.
If we could have all teams go into pickup commands and type /vote skip game map, that would be great.
This map is slept on with two highly skilled teams facing off. It is the height, the apex of strategy. And again, sorry for the technical difficulties, but looks like we're up to 32 people tuned in, a high for the day. Kind of surprising, but thanks for bearing with us.
You know, I haven't been paying much attention to chat, but to no one's surprise, Chudox is in there talking mad shit about me.
Amazing. Okay, so the
I
Prizzo
miss you,
game ended up
Chudox.
that was 5-3. Def Monk over Prizzo. I'm glad I didn't type that in yet, because I knew I did not remember it correctly. So we're only waiting on, we're not waiting on nothing. We're good on dry dock. Let me light the signal fire. And this time, looks like Def Monk, who just put in a really good performance against Prizzo's team. Maybe they're, an ascendant, resurgent team here against Hydro. Bushwhackers versus Prizzo, Olive versus Beams, Wriggles versus Hawkster.
Beam's in chat with a astute observation of Drycock.
Quite. I think a lot of people have a bad taste left in their mouth after a few bad pubs of dry dock, just featuring a few heavies maybe in the middle, just incessantly mortaring their stand. It can be annoying, but in 9 versus 9, this caliber talent, it's going to be great.
Yeah, I think so. I think also cappers tend to hate Drydock a lot more than other people. It's not a fun map to cap on unless you're Zato.
Yeah. Well, that's part of it. That's why I like it. The Schadenfreude of capper dissatisfaction, for sure.
Thanks, Glenn. I always knew you felt that way about me.
You guys have it made in the shade, baby. You're a capper with aim. Like, the world is your oyster in Tribes 3. Or all 8 maps, all 7 maps are your oysters. We got the standings pulled up here. Let's take a look. Nukin into Kukin. Pulled out that W, and it is the difference maker here, folks. 4-goal differential between Hydroxide and Nike Beams, with Wriggles nipping at their heels. Now only down by 1 win from Nike Beams. And Hawkster still firmly in it. Hawkster is set to advance at the moment. But with a Hawkster loss and a Def Monk win here, although Def Monk really has their work cut out for them, against Hydroxide in Nukin. It's not like the NFL. I don't think Hydroxide's going to sit any of his starters.
Seems about right.
But if Prizzo gets the win, Hawkster and Deaf Monk both lose, who's Prizzo facing? Prizzo's facing Bushwhackers. If Prizzo can get a 5 goal differential on the Bushwhackers here, Hawkster and Deaf Monk both lose, then I believe Prizzo will actually advance.
That might be a tough one, though.
Anything could happen.
Anything could happen, yes.
See,
That is a
Hawkster
narrow path.
It's a narrow path. But weirder things, I mean, the Detroit Lions have made the Super Bowl, so actually, no. That might not be true.
Way to rub it in, Clem. Way to rub it in.
You didn't think I'd remember. They look really solid this year, and I can't say anything as a Bears fan, so I tip my hat. And I will eat all the crow. But we have Hawkster against, who did I say it was? Wriggles. That should be a good matchup. So yeah, I guess not both of them can lose, so Deaf Monk might not have a path unless they end up with a tie.
Oh, sorry for stream for my clacking. That should be done now. My noise reduction was not as high as it should have been.
Oh, no worries. The fact that we have a stream today is a miracle, and God bless you.
I got you, dog.
Hopefully I don't completely screw the pooch after you have to leave. Maybe Prizzo can take over. That'd be wonderful.
Hello, I am back.
Welcome.
Oh, I think Prizzo's got a dinner he has to go to, so he's not going to be able to.
Well, shit.
Anybody in the community able to host the stream when I have to go?
Any Twitch pros? It should be about what, an hour? 45 minutes you gotta go?
Yeah.
See, the game should be starting by
I
now.
mean,
the
I
whole
think
thing.
ideally we switch over prior to the semis, just so there's not
Yeah. This time we should watch maybe, well, Beams against Olive. We just saw those people. Maybe Hawkster's team versus Wriggles' team. I'm not sure when the last time we watched
that sounds
them.
pretty good. Do we have
Links for them? Let me see.
I have one stream for Hawkster's team.
Yeah. Wait, yeah, Zato?
Oh, is Zato streaming?
The Carol K should be Zato. Let me
Oh,
double
that's
check.
Zato? Really?
Yes. Yes. That is, no, that's Qatar Swakark, who's also a great player who's on Hawkster's team. Yes. They were showing Zato earlier on this stream. I guess it is Qatar he was just watching. I don't know. So there's one good Hawkster. Let me see if I can find more. And then Wriggles obviously has like 10 streamers.
Hey,
Manos,
Trev.
Boo.
Hello.
All right, we're off. Qatar moving up to start clearing here. A little too early, probably. Or maybe not. You can see Zato sneaking up on that back. So hopefully they get a little more offense over there to help out.
He does love the back.
Wait, wrong one. There we go. Got Fatso starting a route here.
The viewers are fluctuating wildly.
Right, sorry about that. I had to grab a quick biscuit just to keep your strength up.
No worries. Thanks for being here.
No problem. Right, well, you can see now, I mean, obviously the the enemy flag has been returned. And so Fatso is trying to just do as much as he possibly can to get in and grab that flag. Obviously, it's a relatively open flag stand. susceptible to mortar spam from the hill in the middle. But obviously it means because it's relatively open, you can get a reasonably good speed, and you're looking for an opportunity to basically make sure the flag's cleared, get past the force field and straight out, which is exactly what Fatso has just done. He's only made it out with about half health, but he could have enough energy in order to. No, I think he's just going to be out of energy in order to get it, and now he's out of life as he just got shot out of the air by XRY. But the flag has been dropped onto the flag stand, so this could be an opportunity for them to take it. But unfortunately, Giggs came flying in and actually grabbed it from under their nose. So basically has continued the standoff, so to speak, and pitches it over the top of the hill to his teammates who are waiting on the other side with open arms. And meanwhile, you can see the heavies coming pushing in to try and return that flag stand. As the fire continues, we're in with Nanox at the moment, who has the enemy flag. He's now coming under pressure from XRY, looking around for a spot to basically act as a defensive location. There we go. Passes it on to a teammate. That was good play there by that team, basically to sort of mark out where they need to drop the flag stand. But now he's under massive pressure, and it looks like he may have been conked as the fire is going into the flag. As it looks like, there we go, their flag has been returned. The other flag has also now been returned as well. So we're back to a standoff, but at the moment, I think it's Fatso's team is losing by 1 cap to nothing. On this particular map, it's not going to be a major problem. Caps can come thick and fast in this particular map, especially when you've got somebody like Fatso disking. What do you reckon, guys?
Absolutely. Fatso can help change the state of this game pretty quickly. And then on the other side, you've got Zato capping. Those are probably two of the best cappers in the game, and that means that this thing can change very quickly, especially with Fatso on a back.
It's not a big map, but the geography definitely makes it, ooh, wow, he's just going right over there. What a boost. This might be a quick dunk.
Goes all the way to stand, and Wriggles is able to put one up on the board for him.
Very pretty. Textbook tribes right there.
Yeah, absolutely. That was impressive stuff. And obviously, you see side to sides and front to backs. I mean, which would you say is the more popular when it comes to this particular map? I tend to find that the side to sides tend to have a little bit more success rate, possibly. Because when you come from the back, that's where they used to place all the mines and the force fields and all the other stuff like that. And so it can be a more difficult option for the capper to come front to back on this particular map. But, you can see, because obviously what you've got to do is you've got to make sure that you get enough, you've got enough energy maintained to get over the hill in the center. If you splat into the hill on the other side, it's just going to look comical, and you will lose your capper rep, that's for sure.
Luckily,
so 2-1. Sorry.
Luckily, the side routes here are pretty fast. You can pull off some really, really quick sides. The back to fronts, it actually took a while for these to become meta. That was a Zato. Oh, excellent toe grab by Fatso. This could be another dunk, and we could be looking at a 3-1 game. Will he be able to get it in? And he will definitely be able to get that in. 3-1, Silent Knight leading over Stuckpocalypse now.
Yeah, you were saying about the meta. That it took a while for the front to backs to...
for the back to fronts, yeah. For a very long time, no one was running back to fronts on Dry Dock, and Zato was the one to start doing that. His team in the last tournament was a Dry Dock enjoyer, and that actually was a huge asset because no one wanted to play Dry Dock. Lots of teams assumed it would get banned or not picked, so it was hard to combat them on Dry Dock because Zato really had the best routes at that time. People have caught up, but we could be seeing a 4-1 game. This is going really fast. Another stop on the stand by Fatso before he gets killed and starts another route.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive to watch. Pretty impressive even to watch. But yeah, at this current moment, you can see we got Qatar basically going in there, doing a bit of offensive distraction, annoyance, all that kind of stuff onto the enemy heavy on flag.
Great
with
shots.
a nice, fantastic shots coming in. And now you can see he's in the position. This is what we are talking about earlier about the cluster, where you come back to the enemy base and there's more of the enemy at your base than your own team. So, you know, fortunately, that was a fortunate grab there, as I think Fatso just managed to pick the flag up off the water, and it has been a difficult situation for them. They're coming under pressure. They've got chasers all over them right now, and they're looking to try and force the. Oh, look at that fantastic long distance shot! And we could be talking about another one, but no. Seville comes in, grabs the flag, finally gets it, and that's 5-1. That
Wow.
was quite a dominant display on that map. That was
5-1
impressive.
Wriggles team.
Mm.
Okay. Oxter's team was has a great lineup too. Wriggles team, they might be resurgent right now. Let me see. Do they have a
Yes.
chance to advance? Yeah, oh yeah, Wriggles. So Wriggles beat Hawkster. If Def Monk wins, Def Monk might advance over Hawkster's team.
Mm.
Def Monk versus BDSM versus Get Smoked Kid, right?
Bushwhackers versus Get Smoked Kid right now.
Okay.
BDS Sim versus Hydro. Ooh, on Dry Dock. That's an uphill battle for Def Monk.
Yeah, that's rough.
Take a break. I'll be right back in 2 minutes.
I mean, speaking from a heavy offense point of view, I mean, I always sort of didn't mind this map. It's okay to get into the gens, and then basically you just go up the elevator and start mortaring the flag stand, waiting for the flag capper to basically appear and do some damage and grab the flag as quickly as possible.
Yeah, this is definitely more fun as a fragging map than it is as a flag play map.
Yeah, I mean, most of the things is like go for the generators, take down the turrets, and then finally sort of work on the radar. So, but yeah, generally speaking, I tend to find that works reasonably well. Well, that's a bit of a sneaky grab there by Orvid, but
Oh, Def Monk taking it right from the hands of Mikesters. Mikesters
yeah,
dumping
and
a lot of damage here in the last 10 seconds. Teridium moving that flag even further the wrong direction, but he's going to make sure that they can't get that conversion.
Yeah, that was pretty impressive. Oh, third person makes me shudder just to even think about it. Oh, fantastic shot into Toomey there from Mikesters. But yeah, you can see basically they're looking to sort of hold this advantage. It's going to be difficult as mortars coming flying over the top of the head of the defenders. And yeah, a quick grab there by Def Monk. Looks to have punted it over the top at the same time as the flag appears. Literally the two flags sort of crossing each other. And then there we go. You can see Mikesters returning the flag. Very effective return of the flag. And IMU grabs the flag at the same time as well. And there's, of course, the mass murderer known as Cheesecake. So he's in there doing some heavy goodness. So yeah, there goes the flag. The punt forward. Is it going to be punted? Yeah, look at that. Multiple punts forward to get it out of the way of the defenders. So another kill straight into one of the enemies. He tries to get the flag. They're coming in for the flag, and the mortar's landing right there. And Twin captures the flag. Fantastic shot going in. And there we go. That was another cap in favour of his team. And they've just chosen to completely ignore the generators. In fact, both teams are ignoring the gens now they're down.
Yeah, Dry Dock is another one of those maps where you've got small hills. Generally, you can spot cappers as they're coming in. So as long as you have good comms, gens aren't too big of a deal on this map.
No. But it's you know, the thing is, it provides you with a little bit of extra firepower, and obviously the advantage that radar gives you. But that's about it, really.
Yep.
So, all Lightning Machine with some nice responses there. There's more disc spam onto the flag, as it looks like the enemy flag is en route even. But it doesn't have a friend back here at the flag stand to say hello to. So it may be a difficult situation for them to make the best of this. We'll have to wait and see how that turns out. And he's going out to try and grab it. gets a nice return very quickly to get it back onto the flag stand. And literally seconds later, Orbit comes flying in and steals it. Good God. Look at it. Oh, that's bad. Sorry, Amu. We caught that on video. I'm so sorry. Clip that, everybody. Everybody clip that and be sure to tell her. Show it to Amu later.
Yeah, show him and go, suck my ass, Amu.
the joys of being a capper. Yeah. It's that I'm fine with capping, it's just those solid objects that make things difficult for me, you know? But look at that, the way they're disking it forward just to kind of
Oh,
look at that. Oh, oh. And that's the thing, you see, Twin is an incredible capper, but he's also one hell of a good player.
oh, but they get the
great.
return, and are we going to see? No, we do not see a cap.
But yeah, every time I see Twin's name, I think of the team he used to play with T1, known as a bunch of Swedes and Finns and all the rest of it, and basically they were known as the drunken old farts. And a
Well,
more fun bunch you could never wish to meet.
If they were drunken old farts now, then what are they now? I mean,
exactly.
They've got to be drunken geezers at this point.
Yeah, drunken corpses. Probably by now. Look at that! Look at that shooting. That's just fantastic prediction shooting you're watching coming in there from Tritum. So that's just a pleasure to watch. Here's I Am You. There we go. Off he goes. Does the disc jump. Tries to get away. Manages to avoid the hill, but he's very low on health. He's going to have to punt it. See, that's the thing we were talking earlier about the Kappa meta, about how quickly a Kappa can get killed playing this game. Look at that. Just amazing. Amazing the way they just snatch it out of midair there. And another kill into Kanak as well, and another return. Oh my goodness, this is absolute. I mean, even though they're losing 3-0, it's extreme. It's what's the word I'm looking for? It's extremely intense. It's you couldn't say that. Oh yeah, they're running away with it, because they're not. It's just, they are. There's Twin again.
Oh, Hydra with the beautiful kill. Yeah, this is one of those games where moment to moment, this game feels a lot closer than what the score shows you.
Yeah, Drydock has a tendency to get away from you.
Yeah, the thing is, you can't be too complacent. You should never let up the pressure, because you get complacent, and that's when these players will come back and punish you badly. It's just fact of life where these particular games are concerned. You never let up. You can't afford to. If you want to win, you've got to basically go full on 100% for the entire time, and that's very hard to keep going as a team.
And Olive just hopped in. I think she may be able to help us later. Olive's a Twitch streamer, maybe.
Hello, Olive.
Yeah.
Yay.
I get my tits out for the gamer boys.
Oh,
let's go.
Wow. What a grab by Amu.
Wow, that's an introduction and a half, Olive. Thank you.
I can't be tainted. I'm pure. I'm watching the game.
I was about to say, it's nice to have the testosterone on this cast.
5-0 Amu.
Average testosterone lowered.
I have to. No, it's okay. I came up to match it, But if we can bring it down, we can bring it down.
So nuking into Kukin?
I'm here for.
Oh goodness. Talk business 1 second. Looks like Hydro was that a 5-0 on Death Monk's team?
Wow.
That was a good performance on Drydock from Hydroxide. But yeah. If we do have to transition, looks like this is the end of the group stage here. As soon as I have a couple more scores, we may, since Brittany has to go to a Christmas function, transition over to her stream. But
Yeah, I can give Olive. I can just give you my stream key.
Okay.
And you can kind of take over.
You know what that means? I don't know what that means.
If it's not extremely intuitive, I may need a little bit of help. But
Or I
I
can
am
just host
confident
you.
in my build.
I can just host you.
Oh yeah. Duh.
Yeah, I see that.
Oh, I can raid her. Yeah, duh. Smoking saves the day. I'll just raid you.
All right, so I should just start streaming.
Yeah, the way that
True.
I found best to do this is I made tabs. Here, if
How did you get all those coloured tabs up there? Is that like a
you just make a
what
tab
program are you
group.
using?
So I just
Oh,
made
tab.
tab groups like this, Olive. You see that? With like team names. And then I was able to switch between perspectives pretty easily.
Which browser is that, out of interest?
That's Chrome.
Okay.
So basically, I just need to be watching everybody's streams and I be switching through them.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I'll try and feed them to you. We're down to 4 teams now, so it's a lot easier. So do you have that pulled up, Brittany? Looks like you do. Those are the 4 teams. We got Hydroxide's team, Nukin into Kukin. Nike Beam's team, Crunchy White Claws. Wriggle's team, the Silent Knights, the most clever team name of all. And Prizzo's team, Get Smoked Kid. Super appropriate. Prizzo making it to the Big 4. My boy.
Yeah, that narrow path proved to be a doable one for them.
Def Monk's path was closed by Hydroxide, but nonetheless, a valiant performance and a very strong tournament performance. Every team here did great. Olive came in at the last hour. So did Def Monk. They did wonderful.
All the
Thank you
teams
so
did
much.
great. It was great fun watching all of them, to be honest.
Absolutely.
Oh, and thank you for the gift sub, Headman. I appreciate it.
No problem.
Look at the points. 32 caps for Hydro's team, 28 for Beam's team. The only loss for Beam's team, of course, coming to Hydro's team.
Woohoo!
Very, very close games. The top is, I mean, we called it, but anything could happen. Wriggles, Prizzo, it's time to get Ascendant. But anyway, let me look over the maps that we're going to be going to next. Final stage. So it's best of 3, obviously. And we're going to have the first seed versus the 4th seed. Did I finish the group stage? I guess I
Thanks for the prime, Maka. Wow.
Group stage is over.
2 months.
So we got Hydro versus Prizzo in the first bracket, number 1 and 4 seed. And Beams versus Wriggles. Very interesting. The seeding works its magic again, and we don't see the top 2 teams face each other until the finals potentially, but anything could happen. First map, Torment.
Let me know when you're up, Olive, and I will give you a raid. Let me know when you're up, Olive, and I'll give you a raid. Oh, Barthy asked why I'm not playing. I'm not playing because I like to cast. Well, usually I'm very, very tired today, unfortunately, so I was not as together, but I think I did some okay camera work there.
You did a great job.
Great. Thank you so much.
Thanks for talking more than you needed to last time, Chad, man.
That's what I'm here for.
Hydroxide versus Nike Beam. No, versus who was it? Prizzo? So we got Torment, Dangerous Crossing, and Rain Dance in that order. It was changed because Lang asked me to not to put 2 capper maps back to back, but we'll see how it goes.
He has a good point.
DX is such an outlier, though. Anything could happen. Good teams lose to bad teams on DX more than any other map, I would say. Does that sound accurate?
Yes, it does. I tend to find the Dangerous Crossing seems to be a good equalizer.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Not that there are any bad teams in this tournament, of course.
Of course.
But yeah, we can take a 10-minute break. Hydroxide just requested that. It's a good suggestion.
Yeah.
Oh,
Smoke,
Olive.
got him.
Olive,
Yeah,
do you see my stream?
Yes.
So what the way that I did this after I got the tabs working is that I went like to a stream and then I got their window so it was like lined up in my corner, and then you just drag it and kind of get it to.
But you're basically just screen sharing and then streaming
Switching between the
that.
streams, yeah.
Yeah. Like I'm just streaming my browser and switching between the streams that I'm watching.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's
Alright.
that is what I did.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be fine. I mean, if Brittany can work it out, and considering how smacked off his baps he is, you'll do fine.
That's cool. I'm
Smacked off my babs. That's
You've never heard that
I've
term?
never heard that before.
That's a British term for being, for being stoned,
Yeah.
or smacked off your baps.
I told him to take that LSD on draft
I'm
day.
gotta write
Yeah.
The other one,
down. That's a good one.
the other one that is my favourite that actually exists is the British Association of Aesthetic Plastic Surgeons, known as BAPS.
Sim says
also-
smacked up his baps. I'm British and I've never heard that.
He
Maybe
could be
it's just
winding
where
us
I
all up.
come from. But yeah, BAPS is also a